ち
そうだ。
テレビ
つけてもいいぞ。
冒険アニメスパイ
あやこれ好き
よりによって。
サイレンサー付きの拳銃だと。
ワクワク
You have to freaking dodge! I am dodging, but I am still getting hit!
Oh my god. No.
What the hell is it?
That's how we start this show, man.
That's insane. That's an insane way to start the show.
Bro, Trey's back selling
It's
old
crazy.
price, homie.
Why are you doing a trade? It's like, you know what? I didn't want to know, bro. Why is it on the computer? Do you have a folder dedicated to it? It's backlog.
It's part of the backlog.
This is how I feel right now.
Whoa.
And you know that he just took a screenshot of that too.
He definitely did. So you're going to get some sort of hat put on you or something. I don't know. Anybody, welcome everybody. Another episode of SNH.
He's back in the studio, baby. Let's go.
Oh shit! Look at that, man. Super fancy.
Finally, and And I have a bigger green screen now too. I got the bigger green screen.
Wow.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
Well, I get a little bit more room to move, which is cool.
Very cool, man.
Hell yeah.
Very
But
cool.
the question is it gonna fall down again and hit your face? That is the burning question.
No, I'm actually glad the Wizard's here though, because I got a bit of a bone to pick with him.
A boner?
Oh boy.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
a bone to pick
Whoa,
with you.
whoa.
Relax, my dude.
Look a little extra feminine there today, but all right, let's go. What do you got?
I watched your
Extra
E3
feminine.
video.
Oh, he's playing more.
Yo, Trace,
Trez, can somebody please mute a Trez?
Gotcha. That's what that
A
is. Okay.
Trez!
Yo, I
Damn
thought
it,
my
never
shit was ass.
folds.
Holy fuck.
This guy is the most casual fucking gamer I've ever met in my life, bro.
Impressive.
He's got all these video
Oh,
games,
God.
and he's playing a fucking free-to-play. You know what? Kicked.
Yeah,
That's
thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
that's
Thank
That's
you.
what I'm saying.
Message me when you upgrade. Anyway, got it.
I watched
Leon.
your E3 video, Wizard, and while I agree with 90% of it, I think you're wrong about one thing.
Okay.
E3, it wasn't the death of E3 and into Summer Games Fest. E3 started to fail when they opened it to the public and it became a con instead of just for industry people.
We are at 5 minutes into the stream, and you're pulling a Reddit card on me already, Leon. Are you kidding? You're going, actually, I'm gonna, dude, just take it to Reddit. Just go to Reddit. We're good.
Well, actually, I think Leon prefers to take it to Grinder. In all
Oh, fuck.
actuality,
Sevi, I hate you. Sevi, I hate you.
No, I didn't even take a good look at that. That's kind of funny.
It's a revenge. Just saying. You said you were gonna slap me, so I made a.
Yeah, I did
fake
say I was gonna
Grinder
slap you, but
profile.
now I'm just gonna go full on abusive and hit you. Like,
No, to
no.
be frank, Sevi was that's
But
like
you're
the
not
most
Frank.
anti-Hispanic shit ever. It's like normally you would just pull out a knife or something.
bro,
like that. You-
online now? That's
yeah, he is.
crazy,
He's
bro.
here right now. He's scrolling
That's
through Grindr.
she, her,
somebody-
trans woman.
Can we get a dramatic reading of the About Me?
Do you
Oh yes,
want to
please,
read it?
please.
You can read it.
I'm somebody else. Somebody else.
I got it. I'm gonna do it.
That's gonna be voice.
Read the About Me. This is pretty good.
Streamer by night, pretty girl by choice, metalhead, yapper, and JRPG enjoyer. My trans self is Leona. Come correct, or don't come at all, to be honest. I'd bite. Consensually.
I never
crazy,
thought
bro.
in
What the
life
fuck?
that I would ever get
That
that
was bad.
narrated. That's crazy. What is he looking for? What is he looking for? Sheep?
Oh,
Sheep.
shit.
Read that part.
Cute guys, soft boys, and anyone who can survive my lore dumps. Bonus points if you bring snacks.
that's gross.
I thought you know what's crazy? You're reading that and I'm reading it and I literally skipped the word lore. And all I read was like anyone who could survive my dumps. And I'm like,
That's crazy.
that might be accurate. Considering he does like chili, fucking spicy goals and shit. I'm sure it's probably
Yeah, I'm not
probably
surprised.
bad. What is that? Sometimes he drinks 420 friendly, mainly my thumbs, gaming. Oh, he exercises thumbs. Okay, I got
By
it.
Slim TM.
Yeah.
That's
I don't
funny.
recognize these emojis.
Do you actually have those cats though, Leon? Are those
my
your real
cats
cat
are
names?
Valkyrie and Anastasia. Yes.
That
Oh,
is crazy,
no.
bro. Look at the top anthems.
Yeah,
Unbreakable
Anastasia
Doll.
was named by
Oh,
the person
no.
that
Look at
Fragile.
the quote.
First.
Look
What's
at the
this
quote.
last one? Transgender dysphoria blues against me? What the fuck? Is that a real thing? What is that?
Yeah, I guess that's a real song because Bjork, 9 Inch Nails, and Persona 4 are like artists.
And the lead singer of Against Me, I'm pretty sure, is trans.
Half woman, half executive dysfunction, full-time main character, powered by caffeine, spite, and Final Fantasy soundtracks.
This sounds like
Oh.
something an actual tranny would put on X, dude.
full-time main fucking character.
Wait, what's wrong with
This
Final
is-
Fantasy soundtracks? I like that stuff.
That's the
Oh,
only
no, they
thing
are
that was
great.
okay in that whole sentence.
This is fucking insane.
Debbie did me so
You're
dirty.
welcome,
I'm never
Leon.
gonna recover from this.
You are welcome, Leon.
What a
I mean,
way to
sorry,
start off
Leona.
the stream, man. What a way to start off the stream,
Weird.
guys. We got a lot we
Off
got
the
to
rails
talk
already.
about. In all seriousness, crazy amount of shit going down throughout the week. Obviously, like every week. But boys, I got to be honest with you. I think we are officially here. Or I think we're at the start of it anyway. The gaming crash is happening, man. It is happening right before our eyes, and it's starting off in a very interesting way. So expect a lot of nonsense in the next 6 months to a year. So We're gonna talk about it, but let's do our intro, starting with Leona. Apparently, take it away.
I can't wait to talk about all this stuff and not my homoerotic tendencies. That's
Are you
me.
are you confirming it's real?
You did not
Yeah.
have to
Commit to
confirm
the
it,
bit,
Carl.
I guess.
It's crazy, crazy.
Fucking cooked.
Never thought. No, you did it, bro. So fast,
Let's
so
go.
fast, man.
It's really good too.
That's clean
Yeah.
as shit, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I love it.
Chat GPT, brother.
That shit's
Wow.
definitely going on a Magic the Gathering card. That's for certain.
Mhm.
I can only imagine what Wizard's computer must be like. Like the amount of folders that he has on people with AI images must be
Especially
insane.
now that he built
I
that
could-
nice new one and can do even more shenanigans. Like,
Here's I actually have I could read it. I have a Atreus folder, a Cassie folder, me, Hypno, Kada, Leon, some of the other guys that I stream with, and now Sheep's got a folder now. Everybody's got
Oh, that's the first
Wow.
image. It's pretty badass first image. Not bad.
No, I have a bunch
Let's go.
already. I just didn't have the folder.
It's
it's a mess.
normal is funny as shit.
Jesus Christ, man. Leon, what else you got going on, man? You're streaming tonight, right?
yes, I am streaming tonight. We're gonna be doing analog hard nights tonight immediately after the show. And shout out to everybody that showed up yesterday. Neon Leon last night was fucking diabolical, and today's video is popping off. So you guys are all legends. Thank you. Can't wait to talk about some gaming and do some gaming.
Oh yeah, man. Sevi, what do you got going on?
I'm working on a Stop Killing Games video. So I'm working on the script. Well, not right now because obviously I'm here and I don't multitask unlike the most of the blacks, not Sheep, when they're just playing games instead of being here. So I can't wait until I'm just saying you're a good black Sheep. But
He
yeah,
is not here at
I'm
all. He's
excited
not
to
here.
finish that one. Oh come
Oh my
on, that's
God.
not the worst thing I have ever said.
No, it's not the worst thing you've ever said. I just like overreacting. It's funny.
Oh, okay, good.
Listen, my wife
you
is
should have
wife,
seen all the
she-
shit I said
she hits me
yesterday.
with way worse.
Well, thank God. Okay, because I said so many horrible things yesterday, and my channel is
Speaking
still
of
up,
Kada.
so we're good to go.
Yeah, it's because you said them on my channel.
Look at this. Look at this tiny motherfucker. Look at this guy.
Why is he
Oh,
sitting in a
dude, he's
matchbox?
Bro,
so
what kind of steering wheel cover is that for a man, bro? What are we doing?
Why is he sitting in a matchbox?
See, you assume he's a
He's got the bisexual lighting
Yeah.
steering wheel cover.
Yo, I
He
know
does.
sitting
Yeah.
up
like Gorilla Games and Monkey Games. I think we need to start gifting Kada Hot Wheels games.
We need to gift him some
Oh, yeah,
fucking
yeah.
height extenders or something. I don't
Checks
know.
out.
Is that Kevin
Yeah,
Hart?
checks out.
No.
No,
Kevin
because
Hart
Kevin
actually
Hart's
has money.
successful.
Yeah, there you
Oh
go.
my god,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Fuck. Sevi, that's awesome. Anything else you got going on?
Yes. Apparently, my boyfriend is trans. That's it.
No,
And you
not
confirmed
apparently,
that.
it's
You confirmed that.
real.
We've been saying that
Yeah,
shit for a long
confirmed.
time.
We've been
Yo,
saying
Yeah.
it.
coming from
Oh,
Cassie
no.
is fucking crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, Cassie was right. Just saying, Cassie was right.
Like, welcome to the
Tried to
fucking
warn
party.
ya.
You the one betted him up, and we've been saying this shit for years.
We try to
Shit.
tell you it's only a matter of time before he starts asking for a reversal, and you're not gonna be ready for it.
I
Just saying.
caught him the other day wearing a dress.
I don't want to
So
know.
that
No,
was
you did not.
I don't wanna
You
know.
lied.
Yourself at that point, you got it. Nah.
Moving on. I don't want to know.
Oh.
Cassie, what do you got going on?
Shut up, Sevi.
I'm hanging out with y'all from a very secret location. I hope that everything sounds good anyway, but it's been a pretty cool week for me. Been covering a lot of this Stellar Blade shit that's been popping off. So, hey man, we're not gonna fuck up a good thing, but I'm good to be here with you guys, man, as per usual.
Cassie, did you see the story with the reset error thing where they're trying to like
Yeah, I
they're trying to
did.
like report the game to payment processors? So fucking gay, bro. This is so
Yeah.
stupid.
These
Oh my
people are
God.
just miserable fucking human beings.
It's crazy, bro. It's like I can't imagine being a fucking nanny like that on the internet. But anyway, it's fine. Sheep, what do you got going on, man?
Been pretty much working on things, and I will finish Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep next week. I had to take Wednesday off. I genuinely did not want to stream. I was on my feet all day, and I was like, fuck this, man. I ain't about to also entertain people with a fucking bright light hitting me in the face. So
I know.
I
Real
took
quick,
that night
Atreus, Make sure you're on the right mic. I hear background noise like crazy. Crazy background noise. Nope. There you go.
But yeah,
Not on the wrong mic.
manga of the week is a classic.
Oh, you can't go wrong with that.
Zelda! Let's go. I approve.
One of the best. So,
Do you have the chest, or you just bought the book?
No,
Separately?
I bought the book because I didn't even realize that they had like the chest collection until
To be fair,
after
that's
I got
relatively
home.
recent. It only came out like in the last year or so, and then Hypno sent that shit to me. It's like, oh, I snapped that up. Like that's a crown jewel in the collection, baby.
Yeah, I ended up buying all the books like individually. So
Very nice, very nice.
I like it.
Yeah, Legendary Edition's awesome. What else you got, man?
That's pretty much it. There's still a bunch of sales going on. If anybody wants to head over to Steam and scoop up some stuff, the entire Mass Effect
starts on the 25th.
True. I think Mass Effect, the Mass Effect trilogy, I should say, is on sale right now for about $14, something like that. So if you ain't got it, go ahead and scoop.
Very nice.
When I had just gotten monetized, I was talking on stream how I'd only ever played the first Mass Effect, and so one of the dudes watching donated $60. He's like, "Go buy the trilogy on Steam right now, $60 super chat." So I hopped on Steam and it was on sale for like $2.99.
Holy shit!
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Wizard, what you got going on, brother?
Hey, I'm the real life fake wizard. I have a Kotaku fact.
It is now time for everyone's favorite segment of the week. Welcome to Kotaku Facts, brought to you by the real-life fake wizard. He's not really a wizard, guys.
Whoops.
Yeah. Hey guys.
Oh no.
It's Pride Month, and we're now finding out, confirmed, Pikachu is part of gay culture now. The little yellow guy showed up at Bowen Yang and Matt Rogers' Culture Awards to perform the Pokemon theme song. Yeah,
Why
so it's from
Pikachu and not like
Kotaku Kenny.
Fairy? Fairy is in the name.
Because
Kotaku
Pikachu,
Kenny,
all eyes are on Pikachu, and when it comes to Pokemon, it's either Pikachu, Mewtwo, or Charizard.
Well, for those who aren't aware, that's not just any old Pikachu mascot costume on the stage. It's an official one that you might see at events like GoFest and the World Championships Tournament. In other words, this performance was an officially sanctioned collaboration between the show and the Pokemon Company. Appearing at a show like this put Pikachu in the company of some pretty NSFW performers. That's growth for a brand that is typically very precious about its image, unless you're the U.S. government, I guess. The official. This is supposed to be news. Again, this is news.
Oh no!
News with insight, with opinions.
The
official Pokemon account on Instagram even commented on a clip of the musical number, saying it was the most iconic performance of the night. Yeah, this is our Kotaku fact, guys. Pikachu, gay icon, not a queer icon. To be
I actually,
a gay icon.
There is a difference. That's true. I would know.
There's a difference.
I covered this the other day because it just blew my mind, and I looked into it, and the ironic thing is that the video itself, the dance segment, there's nothing gay about it whatsoever. It's cringe, but there's nothing gay about it.
To be fair, Pikachu's there, and that's even before he was a gay icon. Choosing Pikachu as your flagship character is pretty fucking gay when there's way better Pokemon out there.
That's fair, but for some reason, Pikachu landed with the normies.
True.
You're just saying that you don't have. You're just saying that because you don't have a glitter Pikachu like me.
See,
I have a
glitter Pikachu official pop. It's gay. Pikachu. This is news. This might be the only time Kotaku is reporting facts. Pikachu is in fact a gay.
What the fuck are you? A Charizard dick eater? Is that what you are? Hold on.
No, first of all, I'm a Blastoise player. We got Gen 1 Blastoise all
Wow, of course, because you want to get your ass blasted.
And
you say that Pikachu is gay. Fuck out of here, bro.
Blastoise is Turtle with the gayest Pokemon.
Is Arcanine. That's a fact.
No, I thought we were talking starters. Okay, I thought we were just talking starters.
No, we weren't talking starters.
You muted it. You muted.
The best Pokemon.
Let me find out. Cassie knows a little bit of ball. I'm highly disappointed in Leon. Cassie knows a little bit of ball, and I think Leon should be kicked because Blastoise is crazy.
Facts.
You know what? Considering the grinder profile And considering he picked Squirtle as the starter Pokemon, I'm gonna agree with you for like 10 seconds. We just got to.
Leon likes big man Blastoise is what.
Just to make the universe, corrected. It's crazy.
That's diabolical.
No, but Squirtle's kind of gay. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro.
Yeah.
All right.
Starters are kind of gay. It's the final form that matters.
No, that's even worse.
No.
Yeah,
It's
so
like-
you got fucking RTU with cannons on his back. Like that's the Pokemon you chose. That's crazy, bro. What's wrong with you?
I can list so many badass Pokemon. Again, Manectric, greatest of all time. If we're talking Totodile, fantastic.
Manectric is the
Totodile
greatest of all time.
Totodile is top 5.
Gen 3 electric type.
Not at
You
all.
got the Super Saiyan hair. Manectric is my favorite Pokemon of all time.
I'm sorry, not at all.
Bro, what are we doing?
No.
Damn. I thought everybody was just talking about first generation. Being honest, that's why I kept my mouth
I
shut.
hate when people only want to talk about first generation, bro. The first
right,
generation is not the best generation.
No, I agree with
What's the
Trace.
best generation? What's the best
Third
generation?
Either I only mentioned first generation because everybody kept talking about first gen Pokemon until Manectric.
He's got a point.
Yeah.
Wait, but what's the best generation of Trace? I
Gen
want to know.
3.
Five.
I don't know which one is the best, but third and fourth are definitely better than the first.
Of course, fifth gen is the best gen.
Third and fourth. I don't know. I gotta think about that one. Think about it.
Fourth is Diamond and Pearl.
I
like
what is it called? Skarmory, the metal bird.
Yeah, the metal bird.
With Gen 2
Yeah,
and 4
like-
5
I like
Let me
that.
find out Cassie knows ball, man.
A little bit.
I don't know. I always like
play the
Scyther.
games pretty
Scyther was cool.
dedicatedly. Scyther's cool.
Scyther's cool.
You said he always like who?
Scyther.
Okay.
Scyther.
Let me find out Hypnotic knows ball.
That's black terms, man. I don't know what that means. Is that good or bad, man? Help me.
It's good.
Oh man.
It's good.
Okay, it's good. It's good. All right.
He no longer
Atreus,
knows ball.
What? Yeah, I know.
He
Right?
no longer knows.
Oh my god.
By not knowing what ball is, I no longer know my ball. Yeah. it's
Yeah.
crazy. Atreus, what do you
This
got?
is hilarious.
Auntie?
Yeah, man. My name is Atreus, and I do have a nigga factor today. It is the day after Juneteenth, and I have a nigga fact.
Oh, you must
Oh
have
my God, I'm
20 of them, bro.
It's time for the Negro fact of the day, you goddamn coons!
Wait, take
Nice,
it down, nigga. Wait,
Stephen
take
A.
it down. Take it down. Take it down. Wait, I wasn't ready for you to put it up. Jesus
Hey,
Christ.
calm down.
Hey, yo,
Whoa,
pause that.
whoa,
Pause
whoa,
that.
whoa.
Stephen A. Smith,
Pause.
man.
Pause that.
Where's the Trace's
Oh
grinder
my
profile, huh?
God.
Yeah, you need to work on that
Well,
setting.
ready for
first
you to
of
put it
all,
up.
Atreus didn't say he was going to slap me. So he did
Okay.
not get a grinder profile. If
But
he
I mean,
does, then he will get
statistically
one.
speaking-
Grinder?
Statistically
Grinder?
speaking, racially, it's pretty
Uh-huh.
up there. You're more likely to probably get beat by Atreus, so you should make one anyway.
I'll excuse
Good
your
point.
actions.
Sorry,
It's
Atreus.
Grinder.
All right, let him give us the fact because
Huh.
this is going to be interesting. It's Juneteenth.
Just
Here
to
we
set
go.
this up,
Here we go.
there's a reason why for 400 years whites kept niggas off the mainstream. All right,
Okay.
because niggas get their hands on mainstream shit and don't know how to act. Okay, ESPN was ran by whites for years, and then Stephen A. showed up and he, took the sports world by storm, and now he's running ESPN First Take. And with that, he brings more niggas, and niggas get on TV and don't know how to fucking act. All right. If you guys aren't familiar with the former rapper Cameron, who also has a sports show, he has been appearing on ESPN First Take recently, and he says pause more than we say pause. And I want you to pay attention to this nigga's restraint that he tried to hold from saying pause on national TV. Watch this.
The 2024-2025 season, when he said Tom Thibodeau wouldn't want to play 9 dudes in a baseball game. It's exactly what he said, and he's absolutely right. Tibbs wants to ride you and ride you and ride you till the wheels come off.
Hey,
Top
yo.
6, 7, no more than that. Guys go down and top
Yo. No way,
dude. Leon.
Oh, my man, facial expression, bro. Run that shit back.
Bro, this is the you know how you got a family that sometimes you're like, I can't take you nowhere. This is that energy, bro. You can't take these like anywhere, dude. The guy in the middle, bro, his eyebrows raised so goddamn high the moment he said ride you. Bro,
I mean,
that is
that was diabolical, bro.
Oh, shit.
But why
Hey,
is he
man,
being so fucking descriptive like that, bro? That's crazy.
Yeah, that was super.
Hey.
super
Trace, have you ever seen the clip of someone sending in Magic the Gathering cards for Stephen A. Smith to read?
What? Wait, what?
I'll send it to you. Someone sent in like on the fucking screen and whatnot, Magic the Gathering cards for him to like read and explain what they do. And of course, he got no fucking idea. And so he's like sitting here struggling through what these magic mechanics mean, and he's like crashing out. I'll send it to you. It's fucking hilarious.
Oh shit.
That is crazy. That's a good fact, man. How was Juneteenth? Did you celebrate? It was good.
Fuck
Did you
no,
feel
I was at work
Oh,
I was at work, not getting no double overtime or nothing, because Juneteenth ain't a real
A
holiday.
black dude going to work on Juneteenth is the opposite of celebrating it. In fact,
yeah, isn't that like you guys Labor Day? I don't know.
No.
That's what I thought.
I feel like it's one of those holidays that popped up out of nowhere, because I don't remember a single year in my childhood celebrating Juneteenth. I don't remember.
Wasn't that an Obama thing?
Might have been.
Who knows? Who fucking knows anymore at this point?
These motherfuckers are just saying it at some point. I was like, oh, okay, what?
Guys, let's go over super chats and then we'll do gifted games, and then we're gonna get into the content, boys, because we got a lot we gotta talk about. It's crazy shit going on, man. Benjamin with the 2 says Gate and Lay. Appreciate that, man. Saw that earlier. Confused me. The late plug of Muddy Waters with a 2. Atreus sent me to the Holy Land. He wins all day. You know, how's that poll doing?
Stop.
Yo, that's crazy. So Leon was losing in the poll by a long amount. I'm gonna say that because it's Leon. And
landslide.
The moment we showcased his grinder profile, suddenly he is now beating Atreus in the Who is Gay for Pay poll. Yes. Well, actually, no. Atreus now just went ahead by 1%. It's close. Atreus is at 32%. Leon's at 31%. Wizard, congrats. Only 10% of the people think you're gay for pay. So
I'm not gay no more.
Kata's not even here, and he's already 26%. So there you go. That's crazy, man.
No more.
I don't like no gay men. Benjamin with a 5. Why does Atreus have electric powers and not Honey Popeye's covered biscuit powers? Y'all clearly not up to date with the broke plug. That word, man lore.
Mega.
There you go. Yeah, I don't know, Benjamin. I know you guys made him order Popeyes on New Black Street the other day, but I don't know if anything was added after that. What the fuck is this, bro? Sheepsedian Archmage of the Flock.
That's
legendary
awesome.
creature, human wizard. Bro, we should make a card game.
Okay, hold on.
It even made stats.
No.
Made
Pull that back up. What was the casting cost?
Maybe bring down the chat.
Whenever you draw a card, creature and 1/1 blue sheep creature token. Create 1/1
It even
blue
made Sheep Studios on the bottom instead of Wizards of the
boy.
Coast.
Man, this is real high cost for a 3/4
Okay.
with that kind of ability. I won't lie. That's
No, do you want me to send you the picture or do you want me to share my screen?
See,
You can share your screen.
that
Fine.
motherfucker sounds
All right.
cooler than me, which isn't
I-
exactly a high bar, but that's crazy.
Fluffy, thank you for 15 months,
Okay.
brother. I appreciate that, man. Fucking legendary. I don't know if YouTube censored you, but oh no, what is this?
Oh no!
Can you zoom?
Christ,
Can you
this
zoom
is
in?
Oh no!
Yeah.
The Griff God. You should have put
So
Auntie.
Atreus, he's
Oh
verified. Too late.
Verified
Well,
on
streamer,
Grindr. I didn't
toy
even know that was a
addict,
thing.
Gundam prophet.
Oh,
Who's gonna read the about me? Sheep.
Oh lord.
2 miles away. Sheep.
Sheep's a narrator.
I'm a
Yeah.
streamer. I cannot read.
Oh,
Sorry.
no.
Sorry. I saw his face.
Oh no.
Oh wait, I got you. I'm a streamer. I am obsessed with toys like Gundam. Plastic crack is real. I spend all of my money on Gunpla so
True.
I can build my dreams and keep my mind off how much I hate Lego.
True.
If you like Lego Batman, swipe left. Oh shit.
That's crazy.
That's not a red flag. That's a biohazard. We are not compatible. Butt plugs, hell yeah, comfort, pleasure, and another excuse to buy more toys. Priorities.
The eggplant emoji, bro.
The fucking eggplant is crazy. Nah, I get it, dog. I get it. But I'm the narrator.
Just to be fair,
Looking
Trace,
for.
we read out Leon's earlier, so it's not
it was rough, buddy. It was rough.
Yeah.
Someone who
Leon's
lets
was
me
worse.
talk about Gundam for hours and doesn't laugh when I whip out the back catalog, bro.
Calm down.
Whoa.
Bonus points if you also own more action figures than t-shirts.
I'm about to sell some shit, man. Stop playing.
I understand it's grinder, but are they lying though? Are they lying? Though?
Big plus dad bod. Wow.
Sarcastic as fuck. Likes butt plugs. No pets. That's not true. He's got a dog.
Yeah, he's got a dog.
Yeah, he's got a dog. You got to fix that. Not bad. Not bad. Interesting. Speaking of, late plug of Muddy Waters with a 5 at Trey's. Was the girl with the hairy
Sorry,
backside the
Atreus.
one you gave you the Muddy Water story?
Yo.
That's crazy.
I'm assuming he's not going to answer that. Grade Ape with a 2. Leona next Friday. Neon Leon $400 tier unlock.
No, the character's dead.
Oh.
The character is dead.
Dead. Benjamin with a 5. At least Leona won't give people a case of Muddy Waters unlike Atreus when he goes unplugged. Also, hi, Sheep. And Sheep 2, Sebi, Hypno, and Pyrocynical. What's going on, Benjamin?
Oh, okay.
Benjamin with
I
another
feel
5.
left
Kate is sitting in a toy car, by the way. Yo, fake wizard. Put him on your shoulder like a parrot in a pirate movie or something. I'm sure they definitely did a couple of piggyback rides when they met up for the movie theater.
Did you guys see the picture of like him sitting on my lap like a little kid?
Yeah.
Yes.
The best. I laughed so hard on that one. Laughed out loud so hard.
Late plug with a 2. Say hi to Pepsi Man for me, Cassie.
Pepsi Man.
Man, fuck out of here.
Benjamin with a 2. Caw. Kata wants a cracker. Caw.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
Oh, wow.
Benjamin with a 2. SNH smash or pass on the entire Pokédex. And the
Wow.
why would I
Not
do
for
smash
2.
or pass on the entire Pokédex?
Oh, you think this is a John Della backhole stream?
No,
This is
no,
not that.
thank you.
Yeah.
No, thank you, Benjamin. Especially for 2.
Even
No thanks. Moving on.
Markiplier did that. Markiplier.
He did smash or pass. Really?
Yeah, he did on Pokemon. Yeah,
On Pokemon.
Wow.
That's crazy.
on Pokemon.
That's weird.
She had also did it. It was
That's
fucking
some
hilarious.
that's some Kotaku Kenny shit right there. Like, I'm
Fortunately
good.
for Markiplier, he did it mostly for memes because he said smash like almost everything. It's kind of funny.
That's crazy. Benjamin with a 5. We should replace Juneteenth with Midsummer. Let's dance around the maypole.
No.
You would like that, wouldn't you? Mayo Riot with a 5. Hope y'all had a great Rent-A-Center day. That's crazy. Forgotten Vet with a 20 banger. Surprisingly, didn't mention Sebi though. It must have got censored. Probably. Probably got censored. Forgotten Vet.
I'm
Thank you for the
sad
20.
now.
I appreciate that, brother. MDW Blackwolf becomes a member. Thank you, my man. Appreciate that. And Dash Attack with a 4.99 says manga money. Hail Hypnocast. What's going on, Dash Attack?
Hey, shout out.
I actually haven't bought manga in a long time. I'm not gonna lie to you, because
You
honestly,
do?
I just have no space. That's the problem. I'm trying to make space, but
My whole
appreciate that.
thing is that like I gotta be a little more financially and wise with my shit. So I'm not buying
Responsible,
manga
right?
as often.
Yeah, adult life, unfortunately. Torno with a 5 on Rumble. Join the cult of Hypnotics Coffee Empire. 25% off your first bag plus free shipping with code HypnoSip. Limited time or until Hypnotic breaks his trance. Obey the roast. Bro, HypnoSip is crazy. Who the fuck makes these codes, man? You guys are insane. Gifted games. We're gonna start with Sevi because we know that she's gonna get like the entire catalog on Steam. So Sevi, go ahead.
Yep. I got Butterframing Gold send me Undertale. It's an RPG game where you don't have to destroy anyone. Well, that actually sounds horrible. I got Backrooms Lost Runners because the entire point of any game is to destroy everybody. But I got Backrooms, The Lost Runners. From Lawrence, thank you so much. I also got Crime Boss. Never played this, but thank you. It's a 1 to 4
Isn't that
player
the
co-op.
game they tried to cancel?
Kirsha, yes, it is.
Kirsha, yeah,
Oh, interesting.
yeah.
And got Dark Pulse. First floor. It's a
Pals,
single
Pals,
player. Pals, thank you. Single player mascot horror game where you're trapped in an abandoned children's asylum. Interesting. Thank you so much, Lawrence. And I got No Hearts
We
Left
gotta play
sent
that.
Mecha Chameleon. You're the reason mirrors crack and therapists need therapists. A walking,
Did you-
talking
Oh, damn.
existential crisis wrapped in
Did
expired
you guys
munchkin.
see that game?
Well, that's
Did you see that game?
Isn't it?
Yeah,
blowing up
it
right
looks
now?
fun. It would make for a great SNH.
It would be really. It's,
yeah.
it's basically a fucking hide and seek.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but with guns.
I saw that. That looked fun.
So you essentially paint yourself to try to blend in with the environment, and then one person's got to find everybody and then try to shoot you.
Yeah, we call that American hide and seek.
Yeah, basically. it's the South hide and seek. Leon.
So I got shout out to my boy Say Hugo. He sent the suicide of Rachel Foster. Seemed like this one caused quite some noise a few years back. Anyway, psychological horror picking up my library too. Cheers to you, homie. Shout out, thank you. Then we got also from Lawrence. We got Crime Boss. Thanks a mil, homie. Appreciate you. Then Eric Jenkins got back on his bullshit.
Why did Timmy so fucking
dance? Wow. I just washed my car. Damn it, hentai furry sheepy.
Why did Timmy so goddamn big?
And another one to add to your food collection. Just remember to close the blinds. I got blackmailed by a foodinari.
Wow. That's a terrible declaration, my dude.
Hypno, is your G-Wagon wrapped or candy paint?
Oh my god, I don't have a G-Wagon, bro.
My sugar mommy is a foodinari.
Yo, these Asian girls must have such fucking back problems, bro. Jesus.
Jesus.
There is so much more. My agent is a foodinari.
All of these are malware. I just want you to know.
I've never loaded up a single one of them. Got Carrymon, Rogue Trooper, New Earth, a poison planet where endless war rages between the Northerners and Southerners, the field struggles. Yeah, this sounds sick. Thank you so much, Gal Carrymon. Appreciate you. Great Ape, Mecha Chameleon. Here's a game in case y'all ever play. Figured it'd be used of help on like certain other panel on Earth that gets flooded most weeks. Thank you.
Oh shit.
That's awesome.
And then back on some bullshit. Oh wait, maybe not. Maybe this is a straight.
This is Leon, Tiger King. Leon.
Welcome to Girls Cafe. We're charming cross-dressing girls. God damn it.
Got him.
Thanks, no hearts left. The brain runs on Windows Vista and expired mayonnaise. Every thought is laggy, smells weird, and crashes during basic social interactions. Men's Mental Month.
Oh my god.
Damn.
Wow.
Thanks. That was cutting. God. I'll decline this with no hearts left because it was already gifted. Thank you, though.
We'll read the message.
Oh, there's a message. All right. You're the reason shampoo has instructions. God damn, bro.
Oh shit.
Nice. Topping while wondering why your hair looks like a depressed sea urchin.
That's wow.
I'm not gonna say thank you. Never mind. Fuck you.
We're just like, you're not getting away without reading that shit.
Because I pre-read it. I was like, he's got to read it.
See, here we go.
Lastly, the saboteur. Fight Nazis to free the gays. I mean the French. Shout out Buddy Raymond and Gold.
That's some good. That's some good food right there. Saboteur is actually pretty good.
All those foodinari sounded awesome.
Atreus, what do you got?
Yeah, nigga. I got a bunch of bullshit. Okay. I got African Empire. Okay.
That don't sound like bullshit.
Sure. Open my Steam. Okay.
Well, it's African Empire 2027, and they still haven't figured out how to build 2-story buildings. So,
all right, it might be getting a little bullshit now.
Make watermelon from Old Man Jenkins. He says, "Happy Juneteenth," or however you say. May your credit score continue to fall.
Jesus Christ.
Yo, that's insane. Goddamn.
Oh my
Hunter,
god.
Call of the Wild. I'm sorry there's no hunting booty in this, but I bet you can find something to plug. Happy hunting.
This guy is a menace to society.
He really is.
And of course, from Christopher Banger, honorable gift for our esteemed Dookie DeMayo.
Dookie DeMayo?
What the fuck is that?
Daimyo.
Daimyo, Japanese.
Dookie Daimyo.
Well.
Spooky Dookie. Thank you for that.
Shit's gotta stop, bro. This is
May your father find that pack of cools. That's crazy, Chaos Maker. Holy shit. Wow. Wow. Wizard, what do you got?
Oh, okay.
A banger. An absolute banger.
Sonic Adventure 2 felt Leon harder. Pause. Great white man. Yeah, I'm gonna accept that. Thank you.
Yo, it's crazy that old man. Yo, old man Jake, bro, he really be out here giving the white people the best shit, and then the blacks just be shitting on them.
Like, yeah, like Sonic Adventure 2 is arguably like the best fucking Sonic game.
Adventure 1
I got
better.
two more.
Adventure 2 is up there. Adventure 2 is up there.
Relax, Sevi. I know. I see. Sevi fucking put that shit up real quick. She's like, wait, I got more. I see it in the background. Hold on. Let Sheep have his turn.
So I ended up getting Noah Hearts Left dropped the Mass Effect trilogy.
Hell yeah.
Shout out. Appreciate
that.
Those are awesome.
Hypnotic's existence is proof that the universe has a sense of humor, darker than a black hole's butthole after eating a God's diary.
Damn.
My dude, calm down.
That's crazy.
That's
Accepted.
insanity. Appreciate that. No, I'm not
I respect
gonna play
it.
that. I'm gonna put it away.
I respect it.
True. Then he says, fake wizard is the reason evolution sometimes hits the undo button. It pretends certain bloodlines were a fever dream.
Wow, what is everybody's getting? This is like felt it all across the board. All across the board. Who's next? Let's see.
Oh shit. That's
I like how it's the people that are not even getting the gifted games that are getting roasted.
Sebi is what whoa. Time out. Sebi is what happens when a dumpster fire applies for OnlyFans gets rejected and decides to haunt family group chats instead.
Oh my god.
What is going on, bro?
Is no hearts left writing dark poetry in the closet right now? What's happening?
Whatever happened to just gifting a game and then typing enjoy? Like, whatever happened to that?
Dog, are you good, dog? Like, you want to talk? This is exceptionally grim. They're funny as shit, but it's grim as hell.
No hearts left is like, I'm sad, and now you will all be sad
Yeah.
with me.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Yeah, no hearts left.
He says, your personality is a wet sock and a fancy shoe. Disappointing, uncomfortable, and somehow still showing up uninvited.
That's crazy, bro.
I appreciate that, man. This man is cooking.
This is the new way we give games now, boys.
I like it.
Oh my god, Sheep, you're gonna get lost in TCG Gamer. It's amazing. This game will suck you in.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
There was too much energy with that statement.
That is, you put all of that into the S, bro. All of it.
Holy shit. Old man Jenkins says, I too enjoy the N-word whispered in my ear by other races.
Oh my god.
Bro, what the fuck is going on?
True. But nonetheless, I appreciate all of that. That was all just heat. And then like the comments are heat too. I appreciate all of it.
This is insane. Sevi, what else you got?
I got the Hunter, Call of the Wild. So thank you, Goth X girlfriend, and got
nice.
Dead Space.
The original.
Is that the OG?
That's
That's the OG, right?
Yeah, that's the
good.
OG.
Do you play horror games? Like real horror games,
Yes.
not like Resident Evil, pretend horror games?
Because Dead Space is it.
Yes. Yes.
Dead Space is pretty good. Although Dead Space
Wizard,
is still a little actiony.
Wizard, what the fuck is that, man? Get that off your screen.
It's a new picture for the grinder.
Get that off of your screen.
You know, I quit, bro. I quit.
No, it's the new it's the update for the grinder.
Bro.
Oh my god.
Bro, there
There you
is
go.
no, man. There is way too much shit that I've been seeing today. Like, I can't.
Why do I look like Post Malone's like homo cousin?
First, I
Yeah,
had
it
to
didn't get your face right, but it was close enough, and I was like, all right.
listen. First, I had to see that, and then I had to see this all over on X, and I just,
Oh my
I just
God.
don't like.
Yeah.
I hate the fact that this shit exists. Like, fuck
No,
you guys.
It's
for
not
making-
even that I hate that this exists. I hate there's people under the comments that are typing wood.
Whoever's typing wood needs to. You guys, yeah, just you need to stop. You need to stop.
Oh no.
Like the
That's
internet,
bad.
whoever made this, I hate you. I don't even know who you are, but I just hate you. Just so you know.
It's very funny though. It is very funny.
It's not. It's not.
I think it's funny.
It's fucking not. All right. Let me do my gifted games and then let's get into it, boys. We got Old man Jake says, all right, I admit you probably don't drive a G-Wagon, but ain't no way you're going to deny you have an R35 candy painted, bro. What is the obsession with the candy paint, first off? And second off, I don't have any of these. I appreciate that you think I do, but I don't. He gifted Shell Diver, which looks awfully cozy.
You know, on cars, I prefer like just a regular gloss or a matte color.
Yeah,
I'm
matte
not. I'm not too into like the higher quality shit like iridescent and whatnot. You keep that. I'm good.
Oh, so you're not an iridescent kind of guy.
No.
Guy Kiermont doesn't say anything. See, this is normal right here. This is like a normal, just gift a game. You know, keep it simple. Not like go fuck you and your entire lineage kind of a thing. Guy Kiermont gifts Rogue Trooper. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that, Guy Kiermont. Thank you for being normal. And then we got No Hearts Left. If your life was a video game, it would be a $70 early access title with nothing but microtransactions for basic human decency. And he gifted Burnout Paradise Remastered. I forgive you. I like this game. I wanted to get this game. No hearts
Is
left.
he
Thank
like
you, sir.
preparing for a rap battle or something? Like,
No, I was thinking it's gonna be his Kill Tony debut. Like,
yeah. Like he's getting ready for a roast or something.
Yeah, I think
Respect.
this is just his this is what he enjoys to do, so it's fine. I appreciate it. Shout out to No Hearts Left. All right, boys. That's loud. That's low. Let me check over on Rumble. I think we're good there. We are good. All right, man. Listen, we got a lot we got to go over. What?
Real quick, I did forget to announce. And for those that didn't see it, I got all the achievements in Power World finally after like 3,000 hours.
Insane.
I'm happy as shit. Now I'm ready for 1.0. It's gonna be great. That's all I have.
What
to
was-
say.
Gonna be more achievements.
What was the longest achievement? Like what took the longest?
It was fighting Hartalia, which is one of the. It was a raid boss, and this motherfucker has 2 phases, and his typing changes after he like recovers all of his health. This motherfucker wiped the whole field, and I was like, "Are you serious?" So I had to basically train for that shit. It was great. I loved it.
Do you fight him solo or you fight him with other people?
I fought him solo. I mean, I use my own pals, but I fought him solo.
Nice. 3,000 hours, bro. Holy shit. That's crazy. Good stuff. Guys, we got a lot we got to talk about. Just craziness going on in the industry right now. The gaming crash of 2026 is here, in my humble opinion. This week has been nothing but announcements of studios closing or potentially closing or layoffs incoming. It's wild, man. You got journals running damage control while also complaining about the layoffs, and it's just insane. Most of it's happening with Xbox, and that's what we're really going to talk about with Xbox. Most of it's happening with Xbox. Like, you got Compulsion Games, South of Midnight, those kind of studios potentially closing. You got Ninja Theory, which the irony behind that is Ninja Theory just announced their brand new game Senua like 2 weeks ago at the showcase, and now all of a sudden they're getting closed down, which is fucking insane. Kind of think that's fucked up, but whatever anyway. And then other studios as well. Like, I know Bethesda supposedly is getting layoffs, not at their main studios with like Elder Scrolls and Fallout, but I think Elder Scrolls Online, like ZeniMax might be hit. It's everywhere. Then you got PlayStation, rumors of Bungie letting go half of their fucking staff. That seems to be more and more likely to be true. It's crazy, man. It's crazy what's going on out there. So basically, I kind of want to start this off while I bring up some of the examples. I kind of want to start this off with, do we think the gaming crash is officially here, or is it not quite there yet? That's my question for the panel. Whoever wants to go first, you could go.
First, I think we need to define what we mean by crash, because there's an argument to be made that this is a market correction where the corporations still have a little bit of power, right? They're still doing this from a place of authority in order to try to prevent a crash. So, or at least that's the position I would take on it.
Well, when I say gaming crash, it's not that I mean just for the chat, because I see some people in the chat asking. I don't mean that like it's officially crashed already. I'm just saying like we are seeing what could be the beginnings of the crash. I don't know if it can course correct at this point. I feel like they kind of had opportunities to course correct over the last few years and chose not to. So I think what we're seeing is the result of them choosing to not course correct when they had the opportunity to. But yeah, if you still think they can course correct, I mean, by all means, I think we're past that personally. Leon, go ahead. You want to say something?
Well, yeah, no, because I actually was bringing up the concept of the gaming crash when reacting to Yuri 3 video, Wizard. So it's funny that's your take on it, which I don't think you're wrong, but I think there's more to it than that, because we've had a video game crash, right? We had the great video game crash in 1984. A lot of people blame it on the ET game, but there's more history to it than that, which is, look, the ET game was more or less a victim of circumstance. The industry had been in a crash state, and that was kind of like the straw that broke the camel's back. It's the same way that people like blame Frost or whatever for the fall of G4. Nah, G4 was already in an unrecoverable state. She may have speedran it, but there was no coming back from it. And I think that it's entirely possible we have crossed that threshold into there being no way to come back, at least in this iteration of gaming. However, what happened after the video game crash in 1984 when Nintendo comes out with the NES, Super Mario Bros., and it makes gaming just explode again due to new innovation, new creation, new renewed interest. And I'm wanting a video game crash, at least in the AAA scene and in the big industry scene, because a video game crash would, if history repeats itself, give us what 1985 gave us, which is just brand new tech, brand new innovation, brand new renewed interest in gaming. So I hope we've crossed that precipice where there's no going back.
That's also going to be part of the conversation later. Like, what would be the benefit of a crash if, I have it all planned. But anyway, anybody else?
I mean, well, I think we're just seeing. I've been believing we're in the state of a crash for a while now, because we just have all these companies that have no idea what gamers want, and it's now like, it has been snowballing for a while. I don't know. Like, the thing is, we don't know what a modern day crash of an industry that has like grown by like 1,000 times what it did in the early 80s. Like, I don't know what that looks like in modern day. I didn't live through the crash back then because I wasn't born, but I do feel like we've been in a snowball effect situation for years now, because these companies, they have to be, sooner or later, accountability is coming, whether you want to ignore it or not. You've ignored what gamers have wanted for a long time. And Microsoft, honestly, it is more than just the situation of them not doing that. But really, you have to just look at the reality that they were the biggest ones that fell into the whole consolidation scenario, and now they're paying the most for it. But even before that, you could argue it's just 2 generations of Microsoft just being completely ignorant to what gamers want. The Xbox One was a complete total fucking failure, and a lot of people keep attributing that to Game Pass. But what people didn't realize, what people are ignoring, is that Xbox One was fucked before Game Pass was even introduced. Matter of fact, that was just kind of a band-aid for the fact that they didn't assess their failure properly. So they're paying the most because they have fucked up the hardest for the longest period of time.
Do we?
Yeah,
Trace, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say. I mean, I kind of agree with the Wizard, and I kind of disagree with Cassie. I agree that it's most likely a market correction, in that the COVID money it's the COVID stuff. It's just you grew a lot and you thought it was authentic and you thought it was going to continue growth across the board, and you overspent, you overhired, you over greenlit, and now all of those chickens are coming home to roost. So I don't necessarily believe it's a crash so much as it's a market correction, like Fake Wizard said. As far as whether or not Game Pass is the reason why Xbox is falling apart, I don't know if I wouldn't say that it's 100% the reason, but it's 80%, because it's not like it just like PlayStation fell apart during the whole PlayStation 3 thing. They was able to make a comeback probably because they had most market share in the first place. But I think Xbox could have came back the same way if not for the fact that Phil Spencer and company was always trying to predict the future. And the simple fact of the matter is they thought that the future was
like
not
streaming and cloud gaming
services, but subscription services.
Yeah,
that's just the fact. I've been like hearing a lot, reading up a lot on just the industry in general, but a lot of it, Microsoft comes up in that Phil Spencer. This wasn't like a Microsoft mandated thing. This was a Phil Spencer brainchild, in that he literally thought that the industry was going to go by the way of subscription service. So back to back, you had Don Matrick, who thought that the industry was going to go by the way of TV and entertainment and stuff like that, and flopped. And then Phil Spencer came in right behind him and thought everything was going to go the way of subscriptions and streaming services, and it backfired. And they literally, at the core of it all, did not believe that making better games was going to put them at the top. They never, at no point during Phil Spencer's reign at Xbox did he ever believe that simply making better games was going to put them at the top. They thought the edge that they had over the entire industry was what seemed like an infinite amount of money to spend, and a guaranteed income from that subscription service that is Game Pass. They literally thought that. So I don't know. I do think Game Pass was like one of the biggest reasons that's destroyed that if anything prevented Xbox from making a comeback.
So Is it Game Pass or is it the strategy?
It's not
with
Game Pass. Like, let me ask you guys a question. Before Game Pass existed, what was the Xbox One's biggest problem?
That it was an Xbox.
Games.
But wait. I quite literally. But hold on, wait. I quite literally.
It had
just
no
said
games.
That. I quite literally just said that.
But let me take you through it. So the prior to Game Pass existing, the biggest issue that Xbox One had was that it literally had no fucking games. When it had like a new release, it was so like few and far between. So technically, Game Pass like actually inspired what they thought at the time was the answer. It's like, well, we're just gonna, spam games now. So the problem is that introduced a new issue of, okay, so now you have games, but a lot of them are shit because they're just being fed to Game Pass. So it's like they tried to use Game Pass to correct their issue, but it introduced the new issue of, okay, so there's no quality assurance here. There's no quality of these games. And that's the issue they've been struggling with for a while now.
But what I'm saying is, because we're talking about what destroyed Xbox. What I'm saying is, I don't think that problem necessarily destroyed Xbox. I think that Game Pass prevented them from making a recovery, because instead of pouring the big investment into creating better, because ultimately the issue came in 2013 was that we didn't think that making better games was going to put us at the top. We thought that entertainment overall was going to put us.
That wasn't the issue in 2013 though.
Say it again.
That wasn't the issue in 2013 though.
You quite literally just said it, they didn't have any games. So if you're putting all your resources into entertainment and not games, am I tripping? Or like,
that wasn't the issue though. The issue was there was no games. But people argued that when the Xbox One was introduced, what games that they did have were actually not that bad. People even said that
I've been trying to think
the best
of an
launch
Xbox
game of that
One
generation.
Since you brought this up, I've been trying to think of an Xbox.
Wait, no, we're not gonna just speed past that. Did I not just say that? I hate when y'all do that. Like, it's something a good back and forth is had, and then somebody wants to go to something completely different. I am.
Hold on.
Here. I literally just said that. The reason why they had no games is because they put all of their chickens into the entertainment overall shit.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with you.
I know you're not, Cassie.
Okay.
That's why I was so confused. Why you?
Sorry, you jumped in after I made my comments. I thought you were saying that.
Yeah, he was still bored with Cassie, and then you jumped in.
Yes.
Yeah. But I'm saying, is it not that all of their investments in 2000? So Phil Spencer came in after Don Matrick got fired, which was what, 2014?
Yes.
2015. And then Game Pass was introduced in 2017, right? How long does it take to make it? So what I'm saying is all of their resources got poured into TV, entertainment. For crying out loud, they thought they was going to make a Steven Spielberg Halo show.
Bro, they thought, they were even Matrick. Look, Matrick's problem is like it isn't even necessarily that he didn't bring the games. You gotta admit that at least with the launch of the Xbox One, like those games were actually not that bad. But for launch game standards, like the issue with Matrick was that he thought he had a stronghold on the industry. This motherfucker really made it a rule on Xbox One that if you did not have parity release date with between the PS4, then you're not allowed to release your game on their platform. They literally specified that for indies. That's how stupid they were. They really thought that people were going to buy Xbox One hand over fist, despite it being the weaker console, despite it literally being $100 more, forcing a fucking camera on it. Like they really did think that despite doing all this dumb shit, they would still have a stronghold on the industry. They were Matrick was fucking.
I gotta ask you something, Cassie, because I'm not inherently like you and Atreus both making good points, but you keep saying the same thing or repeating this thing, which is for launch titles, Xbox One wasn't that bad. Now I had to Google them because I couldn't fucking think of any. Here's the Xbox One launch title exclusives: Dead Rising 3, Forza Motorsport 5, Killer Instinct, Rise, Son of Rome, Crimson Dragon, Loco Cycle, Power Star Golf, Xbox Fitness, and Zoo Tycoon. Maybe Dead Rising 3, which frankly all Dead Rising fans hated, and Forza Motorsport. Beyond that, what do you mean not that bad? What were any of these games?
Yo, compare them to the PS4. Look up the PS4 launch titles. People actually appreciate Rise, Son of Rome and still wish there was a sequel to it.
Okay.
Dead Rising 3, I mean, I personally don't like it, but people were definitely hyped as fuck that was a launch game at the time.
We're getting off the beaten
We're
path.
this is fucking stupid. Is Xbox fucked today? I don't give a shit about 2013 anymore or 2017. It's 2026. Asha Sharma is coming in and executing people, they're cutting heads off. Metaphorically in gaming.
Yeah,
I think that's
In
what
Minecraft.
matters. Everything else is all bullshit.
Well, I think the Game Pass conversation is interesting because with Game Pass, it's every time somebody talks about Game Pass and the problems with the service, you know, you look at Game Pass and you say, well, I say anyway, I don't think there's anything wrong with the service because PlayStation Plus has proven that the service isn't necessarily a bad thing for the company in terms of losing money or making money. I think the problem with the service is they thought that by offering games day one, that was going to differentiate them from everybody else and make people want to subscribe to Game Pass. They just went too all in with it. That's the problem. I think the day one game offering is, and I've been saying this since the beginning, and I know Xbox like super fans hate when I say this because they're like, why are you against something that's better for the consumer? I'm like, it is better for the consumer, but I'm also not going to pretend like it's good for business. You know, like
well, I would argue it's not better for the consumer, but that's neither here nor there. But to Wizard's point, you say
it was anyway when it was cheap.
Oh, fair enough. Well, it may have been better back then, yeah. But to Wizard's point about like, hey, this is where Xbox is now, and you're correct. We should also be talking about the now. However, the initial question was, are we headed for a crash? And more so, have we reached the point of no return? Well, to figure that out, we have to go back to the past and retrace the steps that got us where we are to see when point of no return was.
I'm not interested in debating the PS4 launch titles or the Xbox One launch titles because that was 13 years ago. So there's been a lot that's happened in between now and then. It is 2026. We've had we're now on a different console since then. Phil Spencer has been in charge for a long time. He has done nothing to restore. And you guys are mostly saying a lot of the same things. It's like, okay, yeah, Xbox doesn't have good games. They're not shipping games that people want to buy. Game Pass, whether profitable or not, has not helped grow the Xbox brand. People aren't interested on playing, like Game Pass is available everywhere. Everything is an Xbox. That definitely hurt them. The fact that they weren't shipping games, that definitely hurt them. I think PlayStation won and in a couple of ways because they did ship games that people wanted for a time in the past. They don't anymore. And I think what we are about to see, if we are going to see a crash, is not that games stop being made or anything like that. I think we are going to see an increase, and maybe not a takeover, but an increase in PC gaming. I think
that's already happening.
Yeah. And that's
20
and definitely like
it's because there's no reason to own a console.
Yeah, no one arguing that. With so much of market capital being put into consoles and whatnot, because let's be real, they are, and for 30 years plus have been very normie friendly and accessible, with a lot of money and whatnot being funneled into that. A game crash would be mostly fixated on the console market.
Well, that's what I was going to say next. So if it's not a gaming crash, then are we seeing a console gaming crash?
Yes. One quick thing. I started this year playing most games on PS5. I've had a lot of computer problems. I can't game on PC. Since then, I have had nothing but fucking problems with the PlayStation 5. So so my Crimson Desert experience was ruined because I bought the game on PS5. I've had DRM issues with my PS5. And then, to make matters worse, we look at all the announcements that just happened a couple of weeks ago, and all of those announcements. Oh, well, what's the reason to be excited to be a PS5 owner? God of War Laufey? No thanks.
Hey, put some respect on that game's name, all right?
It's laundry.
Oh, bullshit.
Laundry washer. There we go.
Spider-Man 3, where Spider-Man 2 was dog shit. So why would I be excited for Spider-Man 3? Wolverine, which we already know the spoilers, and it's not going to be good. So there's no reason to be excited for that. Then I look over at Xbox, and it's like, oh, hey, I love Gears of War. But if I had a PC, a gaming PC, I'd be able to just play it on that. So I don't need to get the Xbox console ready to go. There is no reason to own any or to be looking to buy any consoles right now. So Cassie's
correct,
but there's more to it. When it comes
console
to
gaming is dying for two specific reasons here. Console gaming is forcing you into a walled garden, closing itself off to anybody else having that experience. And the other issue that really is plaguing a lot of the industry, but it's definitely hurting consoles the most, is the fact that instead of making gaming more accessible to players across the board, bringing their games to as many players as possible, they're instead making the games dumber down. They're trying to make the games for everyone. And with
Correct.
that, it is destroying the quality of the games. And therefore, people, because you're making them for everyone, nobody wants them.
Well,
This is what we're
I think
seeing with tons
there's
of
a larger thing-
PlayStation franchises, Xbox franchises across the board.
But there's a larger issue at play. When we're talking about a gaming crash, you need to look out beyond just the games, whether they're accessible to everybody or not. Like all that's fucking irrelevant. The point is, if the console market crashes, there is a game industry crash because most of these big AAA studios, Insomniac, Bethesda, Activision Blizzard, all that, are owned by the console manufacturers because there's been so much consolidation. If the console manufacturers go under, what happens to these, what were once third-party studios, and they're still technically third-party, but are actually owned by said manufacturers? That's going to cause a major problem for them because guess where their money was coming from? Their parent companies, Sony, Microsoft, etc.
Yeah. So what I was gonna say is like, as to the question of, is there a crash? Is there a point of no return? I think it just really depends on how you're defining a crash, right? I'm defining a crash as it's starting to fail. And by that definition, then yes, there is a crash. Is there a point to no return? I don't know. But I really think that Xbox is not really going to be able to dig its way out of this unless it completely separates from Microsoft, because everything that they're doing it wrong. I know, like, there were so many people saying like, oh, look, Asha is reviving the Xbox. Look how amazing everything is going to be. But I think like they have continuously not really looked at PC gaming. I mean, the fact that if they're saying, oh, we want... Hold on. If they're saying, look, we want to sell more consoles, but then we're going to allow E-Day to be in PC, then that's a failure on their end, right? We saw the Microsoft reports where a lot of their money came from the Game Pass, and then they came out recently in that not streamed interview where they say we actually lost a lot of people to the Game Pass because we increased the prices, so we're trying to reverse course. I don't think that's gonna be good. I think that they need to change a lot, and it's gonna be really hard for them to change under the Microsoft umbrella.
I think they want their cake and eat it too. Go ahead.
Rolling Dodge in the comment actually made asked a really good question, and it got me thinking. This upcoming game crash, if it happens, is actually for the exact opposite of the original one from 1984. He asked what caused the original gaming crash, and it was a complete oversaturation of the market with insanely subpar quality. So they were shipping massive amounts of Atari games and games of that era, and the quality wasn't good. So you had all these dozens and hundreds and thousands of games sitting on shelves, not getting bought. That's what caused the crash. We're actually in the opposite situation now, whereas at least when it comes to the AAA scene, there are few games being made, so in their subpar quality. In terms of like, we're not experiencing an oversaturation with dev cycles being 5, 6, 8, sometimes fucking 10 years on a single game. These big AAA studios aren't putting out quantity, and what they are putting out is still of subpar quality, like the original game crash. So it was just a real interesting juxtaposition to the original one.
And those games sucks. It's like Cassie said. You're making retarded games. You're putting yellow paint everywhere, where you're basically not engaging in any type of logical reasoning or thinking or anything. It's just stupid. Basically, you're just like following the little line that the game forces you down, through, and there is no challenge to it anymore. And those games are boring. And they're putting a lot of that stuff out there.
Well, we have to understand at this point, like, video games themselves are pop culture to the highest degree. Like, in my personal opinion, I mean, it may have my bias because I think
that's not an
is the
opinion.
greatest form of entertainment.
That's a numerical fact. It's the highest. It's the biggest selling entertainment industry in the world. So what you're saying is fact.
Yes,
not
but I'm saying more so pop culture influence. At this point, it's becoming peak pop culture influence. Whether it's there or not, that's a debate that really doesn't need to be had. But the influence is very heavy. And now, these long-standing franchises are being changed to appeal to a different demographic, and it is expected that the long-standing viewers, players, whatever have you, will just continue going forward, and that's not going to happen. Like, at some point, people are going to say, what is this fucking bullshit? I don't recognize this franchise anymore. And with that, you're really are degrading the pillars of gaming by doing this shit at this point.
Yeah. And I think that's also causing the crash too, right? Because it's the problem is they're not focusing on being competitive, and then the games that there are out there that they're pushing suck.
So,
yes.
I mean, if everybody's done, how do I say this? My biggest issues. So I feel like they had opportunities to really turn things around, and this is why I say like maybe we're at the point of no return, because over the last what are we in 2026 now? So over 2, maybe 3 years or so,
halfway
give or take.
through 2026, by the way.
Yeah, halfway actually. Yeah, we're getting into summer, right? So this is peak gaming time. This is why everything gets announced in the summer and all that shit. So halfway through 2026, for the last 3 years or so, we have seen them make certain decisions that have led to, at this point, I think it's past 60,000 layoffs, give or take, in the industry at this point. They have tried to correct and fire people and continue to. But the thing is, they do all these corrections, but then they double down on the shit that caused it in the first place. So this is why I say at this point, I think that we are past the point of no return, because this industry has been given multiple opportunities to correct. They've already fired so many people to try to cost cut and do everything that they overspent on COVID, which, by the way, I get the COVID conversation. But for me, it's if you're making things that people want and you are selling products that people actually want to buy, you should be fine to support the people that you hired. Maybe you overhired a little bit, but if you're firing tens of thousands of people, that's not an overhire problem. You just flat out you just failed.
We talked about you're talking about the layoffs. We talked
COVID
about
was
this
2020 and we're 2026 though. It's been 6 years since COVID.
Right. So we talked about this a lot last year, because remember when all the mass layoffs were happening. And the number between 2022 and 2024-ish was 23,000 layoffs. Just take a guess, anyone, what that number, just by the way, this is mostly Western, guess what that number is up to as of early 2026. So
total layoffs, you said?
Total layoffs between 2022 and now.
I think it's got to be over 60,000, I think.
No, it's more than double what it was in 2024. It's about 45,000, which 45,000 in 4 years is insane. That is more than 10,000 layoffs a year.
I get that. But here's the thing, Leon. I don't know where you're looking that up, but I think I know where you're getting it from.
The number might be higher, honestly. If you can source a higher number, I wouldn't doubt it.
It's not that I can source a higher number. What it is that there are major studios that have laid off people that have not disclosed how many people they've laid off. And it's happened. It's happened a ton throughout the years. There's actually a list that gets updated every day that I have bookmarked. And that particular list, there's a whole bunch of question marks next to some big fucking studios, because they won't tell you how many people they laid off. So if the official number is 40, 50,000, it's pretty safe to say it's probably over 60,000.
No, it probably is. I mean, I would not be surprised if it's over 60,000. The point that I'm trying to make is
it's crazy though.
At this point, this time last year, or late 2024, early 2025, so within the last year and a half, it is at the very least more than doubled. That's at least. That is, how is that not? We're talking about whether there's a point of no return, bro. If we've seen minimum 45,000 layoffs in 4 years, to me that's a pretty solid point of no return. I don't know how you come back from that.
Well, it might even double this year because of all the studios that they're going to be firing people. Yeah, it's heavy.
And you have to keep in mind too that they also they also kind of enforce more layouts by having freezing hires and not hiring anybody. So for example, Microsoft for the longest time had a freezing hire, right? That I think they lifted within the last 6 months or something like that. But there are a lot of these companies have freezing hires. So when people leave organically, or they try to incentivize people to leave or retire or move to different positions, they leave those blank. So that in a way is also cost control, right? That same type of cost control that they would do with a layoff. And I know we've talked about what Ubisoft generally has done and how they were telling people, hey, this is a chance to expand your worldview by having a different career opportunity, not in Ubisoft. So it's not new that they're doing that. They did say that.
Another major issue is that another major issue in regards to these layoffs is that none of it accounts for quality control. People are just getting, fucking slaughtered in terms of just getting, the boot. And at some point with all these layoffs, there's nobody that's going to be hiring all these people. So these people will likely, who knows, leave the industry, go into other industries, whatever have you, anything to survive, obviously.
Yeah.
And
Most of
the
them are, yeah.
problem is that there's no way to make the industry get better if you're just not accounting for people that actually know what they're doing and are doing it better than everyone else. That I don't really see how this gets better, sadly, over time. Because I would love to weed out, worthless fucking, game developers that offer nothing or worse answers to what's going on. But we don't really see that because really the industry, these how do you say, like, the artsy industries themselves cater to the most retarded, sadly.
Well, I was saying this the other day, talking about this, is that, like, I understand people want to hate on the developers that make themselves very public and known to be assholes online. But you guys got to understand that the majority of devs out there are silent, off social media, don't say anything, and just are basically keeping their heads down and doing their job while being surrounded by psychopaths. And the truth is, these layoffs are going to affect them as much as the people that you don't like. Like, it's not just gonna be Emily with the pink hair that's getting fired. It's gonna be John that
new and is 600 pounds, but goddamn is he a good coder?
Yeah, it's not like the people who are good at what they do and unfortunately are held back by the companies they work for. They're gonna get fired too, most likely, or it's not all of them, but some of them. So it's unfortunate, but exactly, you can't control it.
That's not on us though.
It's not. I'm just telling you the reality of it. That's what it is.
Right. Yeah, I want to address one of the comments, and I have a question for Wizard. So Ryan Wortman says, so genuinely curious. I agree with your guys' points on Xbox, PlayStation. Do we see similar things happening with Nintendo, or is Nintendo the exception to the rule of the gaming industry? Here's the thing. Nintendo is the exception to the rule, but not because they're not being plagued by the same issues as these Western companies. And yes, Sony is a Western company at the end of the day. It's because Japan doesn't do layoffs. They have a very different work culture that pretty much almost makes mass layoffs impossible.
They force you to quit.
Yeah, they try to force you to quit, and that's usually done at the individual level. Now, as far as my question for Wizard, you went off camera and muted yourself for a bit. Were you listening to what we were saying at the time? Because I said something.
Oh yeah. No, I've been tapped in. I just had to run.
No, you're good. I just wanted your insight because we were talking about the gaming crash and whatnot. I made the point that Sony, Microsoft, they own all these other people. They own Bethesda, they own Insomniac, they own Naughty Dog. Like, they're actual direct.
So many studios.
So if we do see these console manufacturers failing, which we are, what does that mean for them? That's why I'm saying the console crash would lead to an overall industry crash, and why PC is kind of irrelevant in the discussion, because the console manufacturers own these companies.
We are about to see massive disruption. That's we are seeing massive disruption. But you know where I after seeing all those announcements and seeing that everything is multi-platform, and when we look at units sold, the first thing that came to my mind was Capcom. Look at how many games Capcom is dropping right now. They don't care. They're making announcements. They're remaking Resident Evil is healthy. It is a powerful brand. They are like launching Pragmata. The developers of these games don't give a damn about the consoles as much anymore. It's not that people aren't playing games. People are very much playing games. People are very much buying games. They might be buying a little bit less, but they're still buying games. They're buying enough to keep these companies billion-dollar companies. They're just buying them in different locations. And all of the companies are now look at that Nintendo Direct. That Nintendo Direct was all third-party games we've played before. It's sending the big message that everything is going to be everywhere. The only reason Nintendo has a place to stand in console gaming is because, damn it, they're the only ones that are shipping games people are willing to play exclusively.
I know that it cuts your soul to talk positively about Nintendo, but you are, of course, objectively correct.
Not even anymore. I mean, I'm looking at because I hate them as a company for what they do.
Yeah, right. I was being facetious when I said Nintendo sucks. Objectively, people are going to buy shit to play real Mario or real Zelda or real Pokemon. Maybe not spin-offs and stuff, but you're right. They are shipping games that have broken through to the public zeitgeist, and people, they are part of American iconography, which is funny since they're Japanese.
So you have to keep in mind, and I'll just say this really quick. You have to keep in mind. So according to Motley Fool Money, right? So they had some statistics there in 2025. The U.S. Video market, in the entertainment, was valued at $59.3 billion, more than movies, music, or books, the book industry. So more people, because they have a bunch of statistics about how much people spend on video games. It is the most money that people usually spend. So yes, they're going to spend way more money on video games than anything else.
I think people are buying a
gaming-
ton of video games. It's just that the dollar amount has gone down, which has been proven already. The average dollar amount that people spend is like a little north of $20.
I mean, the last time we checked, and I don't know if that's in the numbers you just read, Sevi, but it's like, yeah, for many years it's been the music industry and the movie industry combined. It's gaming is bigger than that, and what's insane about that is how the corporate executives still treat gaming as if it's like child's play. Oh, it's just child's play. When it's like, no, it's actually a major part of the culture that they refuse to acknowledge because they think gaming is so beneath them. But like it is. I want to kick it back over to Atreus because like he was making a point before about the that it's a market correction, and like I kind of agree with that idea. I think we're in a marketing. They are attempting to correct it, but whether they succeed or fail is going to determine on how. I don't think it's on Sony. I think Sony is going to have to ride a wave being set by Xbox. Like Xbox is in the driver's seat right now, and I know that sounds insane, but
no, you're correct.
They're going to follow Asha's example.
Well, I think you more than kind of agree with me. My point bounced off of yours, so it was. But I also think that Xbox is in a unique situation because Xbox is the only motherfucker that spent $80 billion on acquisitions.
God damn.
So when you talk about $80 billion, you're talking about a streaming service that, like, if you're the CEO of Microsoft, you were sold this idea that more people were going to be on these subscriptions, and you stagnated at 30 million subscribers. That, I mean, it was supposed to get up to what was they wanted 100.
They wanted 100. Yeah, I remember that.
You wanted 100 million, and you missed the mark by 70 million. By the way, by the way, you all of these IPs that you bought up, it takes you no less than 6 million years to produce a game from them. And by the way, the CEO, the person that's running Xbox is not under the belief that investing in those IPs is going to be what ultimately makes, which ultimately heals your brand. Xbox needs to understand that in order for them to come back and do anything, they got to heal the brand before they can make the money. Yeah, and I just don't think that Microsoft gives a fuck about that right now. They want instant profits, and you just can't do it. And so ultimately, that's why I believe in this this story that they want to spin Xbox off into being its own thing because Microsoft is tired. You heard about their dumbass wordplay that they're using, accountability margins and things like that. And they're all in on AI right now. So it's not a market crash, it's a market correction. I don't see how it can be a market crash when it was just reported that the video game industry brought in a record $200 billion this past year. I don't know how the fuck.
Well, sorry, I thought you were finished, but do you want an answer to that?
Well, no, go ahead.
So I actually think it can be both. Looking back at the 80s market crash, the video game crash led to a market correction. I think that sometimes you do need the crash for it corrects. And as far as how it can bring in, that amount of money, because they've got it. When we're talking about a market crash, we're talking more about, again, the console manufacturers. When you're talking about gaming as a whole making money, that includes Steam, that includes mobile gaming, that includes microtransactions and whatnot. But in terms of like just the hardware companies actually, Sony, Microsoft specifically, making money that to continue to sustain these 8-year development cycles, and GTA 6 being a $2 billion game and whatnot, like that is unsustainable. So while I do think there's a correction, I think the crash will happen first, and that will generate the innovation needed for said correction.
And I guess to my point, Atreus, what I had said was I define a crash as a failure. So think about your computer crashing. You have to restart it. It's not bricked. You can still use it. You can still restart it, right? So when I look at a crash, that's kind of how I look at it. It's in decline, and it looks like it keeps going down. And there's an error that they need to fix. So I don't. The fact that there needs to be a correction, I think, is a sign that it is crashing.
And that kind of brings up the conversation of like how much correction does it take for it to be a crash, right? Because like we've been seeing them correct, or try to anyway, for the past 3 or so years now.
Well, when you say
they've already fired over.
Can you give examples so I know what you mean?
Say that again. I'm sorry.
When you say we've been trying to see them correct, what do you mean? Like, what have they done to try? I'm not even saying you're wrong. I just don't know.
Oh,
What you mean.
the layoffs and the studio closures that have already happened. They've already happened. Like there's been hundreds of studio closures, right? Low hundreds, but it's been there. And there's been, like we just discussed, over 40, 50, 60,000 people fired in like 3 to 4 years, right? So that's massive correction, because that happened well after COVID. And it was for a multitude of reasons.
We're describing correction differently, because what you're describing to me sounds like, hey, they're on a car, they're driving towards a cliff, they're just applying the brakes with all these layoffs and whatnot. A correction would be turn the fucking wheel and don't go off the fucking cliff. That's the way I'm looking at it. What you're looking at to me looks like just applying the brakes.
So if we applied the brakes,
me,
that's what I'm saying. At what point is how much of that eventually turns from correction to potential crash? Because
that's the question.
Again, so we're applying the brakes right now. That's 50,000 people laid off. What Xbox is doing, getting ready to fire probably another 50,000 people. Is that turning the wheel, or are we going off the cliff? Like that's the question.
I mean, think about it this way. Yeah. They're so hungry for money that they had to increase the Game Pass, by 150% of what it was, and then they realized, oh fuck, we lost people. Now we're gonna slash prices. The fact that they keep saying, oh, we're gonna produce all these games, and then they stop the games mid-track through, and like, no, I guess we don't have the money to do it. I mean, all of this stuff to me is, they're trying to correct it because it is failing.
Well, I think that really, before we can determine like whether a crash scenario truly like it goes like full swing sort of deal.
Yeah.
I think that we need to look at a point where the AAA market, or at least the major console manufacturers, like when they start to really turn on the industry in order to make money, like their greed spans so far that, for example, I've thought that at some point, like Microsoft, PlayStation, etc., might actually turn on like indie creators and try to sabotage their growth in order to benefit them. That's a prediction I had, and I still think at some point these companies would get so desperate as to maybe even go that far. I think that once they do this thing where they kind of turn on the industry, and to be honest with you, I think even like trying to siphon console exclusive content to a desperate point could also fall under that. I mean, we're talking about stuff that's like very debatable, very like leeway, situational and whatnot. But I feel like once it gets to that point is when we're really going to see like, yeah, shit is this. There's no way that the industry or gamers are going to accept this level of shit. And then that's when it really tumbles.
I'll be honest. Good. Wizard, you say what you got to say and I'll say it after. Go ahead.
Indies are being co-opted. That is a sabotage. That is I mean, the indie market is being taken over. The more I learn about it, the more I'm like, oh my God, this is nothing like we thought it was. It is either being run by absolute buffoons that don't know what they're doing and get lucky, or it is corporate. It is actually corporate, but in disguise. That's it. But that's a different conversation. So the whole indie scene, indie's the future. No, it's not.
Yeah.
No, it's not. I've had a lot of people reach out to me that have been like, we don't know what we talk a big game for indies, and like I love indies, and you have the individual indie developers, shout out to them, but indie as a group doesn't exist, and that's sad. That's a sad reality.
Like they're redefining what the term indie even means.
Every day they're trying to change it. Yeah.
Well, that's because the indie games that did stand out just fucking embarrassed the shit out of them. And
before we delve into the indie game portion, because when you would ask your question about applying the brakes versus turn the wheel, whatnot, Trey seemed like he had something he wanted to say. So I was curious about what your thought was.
I don't know.
Yeah, because you Wizard and Sevi all started talking at once. Sevi ended up taking the wheel, then Wizard jumped in. So you had something to say at one point.
I probably forgot. I'm sorry, I forgot.
No, you're good. You're good. I just want to make sure you're including shit.
What I will say is really quick. I honestly think the console manufacturers, right, Xbox and PlayStation specifically, because Nintendo doesn't really fuck around like that with it. I think that they just flat out underestimated the PC market, and I think they just gave way too much of their share to the PC market. I think it's so interesting, right? Because as Xbox and PlayStation tried to expand past their borders, what that ended up doing was actually getting people more interested in the PC platform at the same time. It just kind of happened at the same time. Because if you look at Steam's numbers from a few years ago to now, I mean, we're talking about almost 100 million user growth over the last like 5 or 6 years. It's fucking insane. I'm pretty sure like the last number that was estimated was almost 190 million. It's probably past 200 million at this point. You know it's true because the Steam overall concurrent number that they monitor, because they monitor their concurrent number on their platform, and it hits every year, hits a new concurrent high. I think the last one was like 40 something million, like 44, 43, whatever it was, some odd million concurrent users on Steam at any given time, which is crazy. I think what ended up happening was as consoles got popular because of ease of access. Consoles got popular because consoles were the plug and play, right? They were the easy access. They were like, if you want to play video games, you want a library of video games, you want to play with your friends, and it was fairly affordable, you know, back in the day. That's the choice to go with. PC gaming, a lot more complicated. It's something that the ease of entry into PC was a lot harder back in the day. Those sides have switched now, where consoles are not as affordable as they were, or I should say, not as attractive as just an immediate buy kind of option. Whereas PC has become a situation that, not that it's more affordable, but it's definitely easier to just jump into as a gamer. Just literally, like
I would actually say that it is more affordable long term. That's the thing. That's a problem people in the market, in any market have. Like,
when I say affordable, I talk about like upfront costs. Like like what's the sticker shock? You know, like if somebody looks at a PlayStation and sees 600 or 700, whatever now, versus a PC that, you know, for a halfway decent one, it's probably like 1,300, 1,400 around there, give or take.
I bet that I put, like, when I was still a console gamer, more money into the PS4 plus all the games I bought and whatnot cumulatively over the PS4's life cycle than I actually have into the PC. Yeah, obviously the PC with a much larger upfront cost, but I bet if I was to look at the two in totality, I've spent more on the console gaming.
Yeah.
I just think that's really what happened. You know, because again, now I think it was Leon that said that or Cassie that said that they're trying to like bring people into, I think it was Cassie, bring people into their ecosystem, like close off borders and stuff. And bring their walls up. It's so funny that she says that because as the consoles are starting to try to do that again, they're trying to put their walls back up again. PCs, like, especially Steam, they're like, yeah, no, we're actually spreading out everywhere now. Like with fucking Steam OS and Proton and ARM and everything, like their OS is going to be available on so many people. So many manufacturers are going to be able to make handhelds that all have Steam OS with no problems whatsoever. And it's literally just opening the borders to anybody who wants to go into it and have so many options to get into it. So ease of access, it has completely reversed. And I think that's why the PC platform has grown, whereas consoles is like, not so much. They're having a lot of problems. On top of other things, it's not just one thing. It's never just one thing. I want to be very clear.
And then PlayStation and Nintendo and Xbox, like, honestly, I think the less we hear from them in terms of like business stuff, the better. Like, just be a platform that is inviting to your games. And it's become more than just about the games now with them. Whereas Steam, for the most part, other than their announcement of these this new hardware, they just shut the fuck up and sell games. Like, to me, that's pure peace, bro. Now, the third-party companies being on their fuck shit is one thing, but for the most part, as a platform, they just shut up and it's just like, here's games. And that's, I think, what gamers want more than anything else. The more I hear about these companies, the more it just sucks. Like, I'm getting tired of hearing Asha Sharma open her fucking mouth. Like, just make moves, bitch. Like, shut the fuck up. Like,
Seven and I were talking about that on stream last night. I was like, Asha is saying all the right shit. And to be fair, I like a lot of what Asha's saying. That being said, I'm going to fuck you're saying it. Actions speak louder than words. Show me.
Mm-hmm.
I think they are. But there are actions though. Like
there's a few. I give credit for the ones that they've done. To be fair,
you know, she was brought in, and now because we're over 100 days past when she was brought in now.
Yeah.
And when they first brought her in, we were like, how could you bring in somebody like that doesn't know gaming? Well, now we know. How can you bring
in a woman?
No. They brought.
That's what I thought, because women shouldn't be in power. But anyway.
They brought in somebody that has no emotional attachment to this industry. So she's only looking at it through the lens of accounting, which unfortunately is something that Xbox desperately needed. Now we can see this in hindsight. The idea that now everybody is running scared, even if even if tomorrow we find it, and well, it wouldn't have to be tomorrow, but even if we were to find out in the future that these layoffs were actually a bluff, they weren't going to happen, it is a form of correction. It is getting everybody back on track. You must deliver return on investment. You must deliver games that people are going to want to buy. And even like, I mean, yes, people should be getting laid off. Like they deserve it. They should be shutting this shit down because of how much money is being wasted. Yes, trim the fat, fire everybody, fire the leadership. It's time to go. So I like that. But I even like the idea of scaring people in this. In the corporate sense, fuck them.
It's funny you say fire the leadership because that's really what needs to happen. Especially for some fucking bro, like for some studios like you know, I mean, RIP to the guy who died at Ubisoft. We'll talk about that later, but like crazy shit. But companies like Ubisoft,
everybody, we're looking at the company of Ubisoft and like, oh, why wasn't it you?
Shut the fuck up.
No. We don't wish death on it.
Yeah, we don't.
No, I said we're looking at the company of Ubisoft. Why wasn't
the company? Okay.
No, yeah. I was saying, why did the guy die when we could have had the whole company, like as a company, die? Jesus Christ, people.
I mean, to be fair, you can't blame us. We've heard some crazy shit from
Leon. I've said some
Seeing what you say on Twitter. So.
Anyway, but like companies like Ubisoft, for example, the reason why Ubisoft continues to be in the same fucking boat that they are in is because the Guillemot family will not give that shit up. They will not let go of the reins. And I swear to God, bro, they continue to make the same fucking moves over and over and over again. And they've proven that no matter what, as long as being in charge is more important to them. There's a reason why the deal with Tencent was structured the way that it was. I'm sure they got offered much more money than Tencent offered them, but Tencent allowed them to take the money and keep control and keep power and creative and all that shit. Yes, they have 25% stake in the new subsidiary, but still Ubisoft has full creative control and everything like that. The Guillemot family stays in charge. They don't get replaced by like Tencent's fucking, board of directors or whatever the case would be. So they stay in charge, and that was obviously more attractive to them. I'm sick of the same, I mean, look what you guys were talking about. Phil Spencer, that motherfucker was in charge for how long? How long? And he kept
he never.
And at what point do we say? Because I see a lot of people talking about Xbox and they're blaming Phil Spencer, Sarah Bond. Fine, whatever, I get it. But like for some reason, nobody looks at Satya Nadella. Nobody looks at him and says, this motherfucker signed off on a lot of the decisions that were made.
To be honest with you, I don't even think it's Satya. I think it's more so the leaders of the studios.
I was about to say, I don't know. Like, if you're Satya Nadella, first of all, Xbox is not even like, Xbox is barely even a blip on your radar. When you come, if you're the CEO of Microsoft, you worried about all this other shit. The other shit around the world that you're, what I'm saying? Obviously the AI stuff, the cloud stuff, and all this other stuff. Phil Spencer is just a guy who reports to you and all you hear is numbers. And when Phil Spencer comes to you and says, listen, look at the market, everybody's moving towards streaming and subscription services.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds, you're not a video game expert. You're not an entertainer. You didn't get to be the CEO of Microsoft because you were an expert on video games. That's not how you get. Now, maybe if you're Phil Spencer and you happen to do the biggest turnaround in tech history where you turn Xbox into a powerhouse that's better than PlayStation, maybe you succeed and move up into the CEO of Microsoft at some point. But that's a tall task. So I wouldn't say that Satya Nadella is responsible for.
I didn't say he was responsible. I'm just saying think about it. Okay, I get he's the CEO of Microsoft, right? But when you got one of your CEOs that work under you, right? When you got one of them continuously not performing, and they could gaslight you all they want about streaming's the future, this is the future, that, bro, he was in charge for so fucking long. At what point do we say, all right, you're not really like, I just think that this happened too late. I think everything we're seeing is just happening way too late. I think this should have been reined in 5+ years ago.
Considering how long we know video games take to make, it's like how long are you supposed to give? Like even Asha Sharma herself, how long does Asha Sharma get? If she's tasked with bringing us what's supposed to be better games and experiences, we know it takes 6+ years to make a game. Plus,
yeah, but that's one game.
I heard the Halo Infinite. I heard the Halo Infinite budget was out of fucking control.
That's one game. That's one game though, Atreus. Like they own so many studios. They're releasing multiple games.
But we also have the information on that now. Like we have internal letters where they basically said you have a blank check for X amount of games. get them out and get them made. Fire, which is part of why Bethesda's getting hit so bad. Like her mandate is to get Elder Scrolls 6 out yesterday. Get it done and get it out. Fire everybody that's not like that's what we're hearing. It's like everybody that's not working on Elder Scrolls or Fallout, you're done. Bye-bye. Get out of here. We don't have time for any of this other shit.
When I said she's saying the right things, I want to see the results. That's the sort of thing I'm thinking of. Like because you're right. She basically said Fallout and Elder Scrolls need to be the priority now for Xbox. I like that she said that. I want to see that actually happen. I want to see word from Bethesda or whatnot to show that she, as a leader, would not being taken seriously.
I'm sorry.
No. I was going to address something else you said, but if you got something, go for it.
Well, no, I mean, I'm glad that you brought that up about focusing on those, even though I'm not a fan of either one of those games. I think that one of the things, I forgot what I was reading or listening to earlier, but part of the problem at Xbox, due to Game Pass, by the way, is a lot of green lighting of some of this little bullshit.
Thank you. I was literally about to talk about that shit.
A lot of this pissy little bullshit because you're just trying to push stuff out to Game Pass. Like some of y'all were saying it, Game Pass fodder. I love the way people like to talk like some of the stuff that we say is conspiracy theory. We don't know what to talk about. They literally told us Game Pass fodder. They quite literally just told us that. They didn't use fodder. We use fodder because we don't have to be as professional as they are. Imagine going to your investors like, hey, guys, our bad. We've been putting out fodder. They can't say that.
Game Pass is a machine that needs to constantly be fed.
Yeah, that's why I was saying heads needed to be rolling when it comes to the leadership of these studios. Like, look at Double Fine, bro. They literally announced some fucking bullshit ass pot multiplayer game. The last game that they dropped was The Keeper. Nobody gives a fuck. South of Midnight got greenlit. Why? Because it appeals to like 3 people in Louisiana. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. What? Let me see what else.
Critical acclaim.
We have Redfall. Bro, honestly, the good move they made is getting Arcane Studios Blade. Like, that's a good move right there because that has mass appeal. They needed to make more moves like that. You have stuff like Avowed getting made. Bro, Avowed is a game that spans off a very niche franchise. Why the fuck would you make a fucking game that's like like based off of that? Like, what are you doing? And then I'm hearing that Avowed 2 may have gotten greenlit at some point and maybe still a thing. Like, do you people not understand how retarded you look out here?
But it's like you just said, somebody whoever just said they was given a blank check to do whatever they wanted to do to just get it out. How do you think oversight is going to work with that? If you come into my office and say, hey, listen, you can do whatever the fuck you want to do, just get it on Game Pass. You really think as you were talking, Cassie, the number one thing that came to my mind, the word that came to my mind is unserious. And nobody up there is serious about gaming, dog. Y'all are so unserious up there. You talked about the pottery game. Like, there's no way there's somebody up there that's serious that let some dickhead walk in there and say, hey guys, I got a game about pottery that I want to make. And you greenlit it. It's no way. So, like, yeah, I mean, you're right, Cassie.
There is. So I actually think the mandate is here's all this money. You have blank checks for X amount of games. Okay. So a couple things tied together. You have blank checks for X amount of games. Get these franchises out there. Prove that it works, or this is it. Like this is the final stand for Xbox. We've already heard that there was internal discussions where they were considering selling Xbox.
Hold on. You're jumping the gun. That's not quite true. Because I want to bring that up as well. So you're a little all right.
But I got all this shit I've been trying to also say. So hang on.
Let him get it out.
So I also think Asha Sharma is being queued up to be the successor to Satya Nadella. There's an argument to be made there. He is the same age as Phil Spencer, and I think she's Mrs. AI. So if she comes in and cleans house with Xbox, fixes up Xbox, starts shipping games that are actually worthwhile again, and they are able to position that Xbox is the fucking thing again, like Xbox as a brand is back, well, then she is now a $1 billion apprentice to Satya Nadella to come in and take over the company. And I think that's a very strong
to put a woman at top at Microsoft. I'm sure.
Oh yeah, and if it was like, oh, and she's the queen of video games, that's big. I think the crash that we keep talking about, like, what does a crash look like? I think a crash looks like major franchises get shelved permanently because they cost too much to make and they don't succeed. And success is obviously like, it's hard for us to define that because we're going to look at something like Elder Scrolls. Elder Scrolls is going to have probably $1 billion price. Elder Scrolls 6 is going to have GTA money size on it. Like it just will. And how we define and determine success on that, that's a whole separate stream on its own. But it's going to be, can those games still keep brands alive? Like in movies, not to pivot too far, but in movies, we look at Avengers Doomsday. Doomsday is not going to be a profitable movie. It is going to be the most expensive movie ever made. Why? Because the whole point is to reinvigorate Marvel, is to sustain the entire superhero genre. Like that's what Doomsday is meant to do. Same thing with Elder Scrolls. Same thing with the upcoming Fallout 5. Like eventually it's going to happen. These games have to happen. I think there's also a chance, and this is the last thing, I think there's a chance that Xbox hardware ships with whatever Project Helix is, and they are going to ship, and I see it happening because she's kind of hinted at it, an Amazon Fire Stick Xbox. Not Amazon Fire Stick, but a Fire Stick equivalent of an Xbox that streams games. You plug it into your TV. They could ship it for $150. It could have a little 32 gig SSD or something. It'll be more than $150, but it'll be cheaper than a $1,000 console. And now you're able to ship hardware again, but it's just streaming hardware that you can plug an Ethernet cable into. I swear that's the future of Xbox.
That's what I've been saying all along.
I'm done.
So, you mentioned earlier about like there was rumblings about Xbox selling, and that is sort of true, but there's a bit more to it than that. And the reason I even want to bring this up is because you went from step A to step C where there's a B in the middle, and me and Sev have covered this extensively. What the rumblings are right now, and I think this is a good thing. I think this should be done. Is Xbox being spun off into its own subsidiary company that is still owned by Microsoft, but they're their own industry. Call it Xbox Game Industries or something, to where it is its own business with its own tax ID, its own tax filings, all that, and it is just owned by parent company Microsoft. That now, and the reason people are jumping at Xbox being sold is because oftentimes when that happens, 5, 6, 7 years down the line, when they've got a lot of market capital behind them, then companies like that are sold. But that's not also always the case. And I've worked for a company that did that. They're still owned by the original Fortune 500 company. It hasn't been sold. So it's the idea of them selling Xbox. Yeah, maybe, but if that happens, it would be good 7 to 10 years down the line if they started the process now of making its own subsidiary company, which I think they should do. Xbox should actually, yes, be owned by Microsoft, but beyond the ownership should be completely independent from Microsoft.
Watch this. Stay with me now. What if Elon came in and bought Xbox?
Stop, bro.
This
Stop with this whole
motherfucker.
Elon buying shit. Stop, bro.
No.
People want this man to own the world, bro. Like, no, stop.
But what Wizard was saying is exactly what I keep saying. They're pushing towards cloud gaming. That's what they want to do, because consoles, people are not buying consoles, and but cloud gaming as it is going to be really, really hard to procure, and I think they're going to then do something similar to what Discord does, right? Where depending on how much money you're spending on your account, then that will determine how much fast access you have to the cloud gaming and the servers and the priority connection.
Real quick, Sheep, what do you think about all this, man?
Okay, I was just had to make sure I wasn't muted. I hate consoles at this point. I just felt like growing up, I obviously I enjoyed the shit out of them back when there was actual competition. You had Sega going up against Nintendo. This is a friendly rivalry. Sega, Nintendo, PlayStation showed up shortly after, then Xbox, and it was like, all right, this is all cool, fine, and dandy. That was what I would consider to be like a golden era for being a kid. You had it's basically a kid in a candy store. You had so many options to choose from, but it's gotten to a point now where the console wars become corporatized, and they're more focused on who the fuck knows what. I guess impressing their investors at this point. It's not about the gamers anymore because the games suck. the consoles suck as well because they all do the same exact shit. And they might have like some like minor different hardware every now and then. The Nintendo Switch, the Nintendo in general, has become extremely not just litigious but also lazy because they always bank on the same 3 IPs: Pokemon, Mario, and Donkey Kong. Anything else, it's like you get like pepperings of like Kirby or pepperings of a Yoshi game, but they're not trying anything new. They're not trying anything different, and that's ultimately hurting not just themselves, but it's hurting the gamers, and the investors are gonna they're gonna leave. They're gonna take their money elsewhere. Gaming is gonna end up holding a massive. The gaming industry is gonna hold a massive L because these companies don't know what the fuck they want to do anymore. That's how I feel.
Fair. So, I mean, again, so let's kind of turn this around then. All right, so let's say it's not a crash. Let's say it's, you guys saying it's a correction. It's a big correction.
It's a woman driver, but she actually found a brake. Got you.
Right. Yeah. It's an Asian driver that actually opens their eyes.
Good luck, everybody else.
No. I just gotta say, I'm so glad you brought that up. I live in Atlanta, and a bitch literally came over from the left lane all the way over to the exit, nearly killed everyone. I peeked over to see who was on it, and all be
Asian.
fucking damn, it was an Asian woman.
Yep.
I'm not fucking joking.
Oh my God.
It was literally the Family Guy. Get like everybody else.
Radios.
You niggas
Oh,
If you
no.
are Asian, you gotta hold this L, bro.
That's crazy. X-Ray Girl was in Atlanta.
That's funny, bro. Good luck, everybody. That shit's funny, man.
Oh, no.
So if it's a correction, right? What is I would really like to know what is everybody's do I want to use the word ideal? Maybe I don't know.
Ideal.
Really, like what is the ideal fix in your own minds for not just Xbox, because it's not just Xbox. Like we're talking about Xbox right now. There's rumors of PlayStation getting affected in the same exact manner. All kinds of shit going down, rumblings going down. We're gonna find out probably in a couple of months, if not sooner. But like, what is the ideal fix? Because at this point, most of us, I believe anyway, all of us actually are PC, pretty much PC gamers. Semi-exclusively or exclusively. But so what is the fix here? Like, how does
there's
this?
a very easy fix here. Very easy.
What's that? Go ahead.
In the GDC.
Fair.
Into the GDC, because
I agree.
If these fucking devs would stop going and supporting each other and singing Ring Around the Fucking Rosie and Kumbaya and start actually being hungry rivals, innovation comes back, shit is saved. It is that simple.
You know what's interesting about that is that if you look at past GDCs, and I'm talking like past, like Laura Fryer OG days kind of thing. Like when you look at when they would get together, it was actually useful. Like you actually had a bunch of developers getting together, sharing, technology and ideas and learning from each other and stuff like that. Now it's just it's a fucking
now it's a homo
jerk,
circle jerk
where they're outside screaming at the clouds because they hate the industry so much and the people that they sell games to. It's weird. But I get where you're going with the whole GDC thing, I suppose. But
in Wizard, I'm not going to take his point because I'm sure he's going to say the same thing he said in Z3 video, which I also agree with 1,000%. But that's your point.
What do you got,
Oh,
Wizard?
go ahead,
It's like
make
you
it-
want to say
I've-
something. What is?
Oh no, I'm looking at my other screen. I'm keeping up with chat.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
I think other than the fact that they need to be more competitive, they need to fire their leadership and bring new people, is the fact that they need to stop taking grants from governments. Because a lot of those grants come
That's
with.
never happening.
Not gonna happen.
I
It's
know,
not gonna happen,
I know
but
it's not going
ideal.
to happen, but the question is the ideal. Like, what would it take to completely fix gaming? Right?
That's an
It
ideal,
would be
not a fantasy novel.
Yeah, like, of course,
You are correct, though.
Well, I mean, like, if they stop bootstrapping that shit, then we wouldn't have all the fucking crap we have.
But they're like, it's not that you're incorrect. It's like there are some things that are so outrageously like incomprehensibly impossible that it's not
Right.
worth mentioning.
Yeah, I
think this would be an amazing fix. Like, I would love for it to happen. Is it going to happen? No, but I
would
wish
too.
it did.
What's your ideal way to genocide the world? Blow up the sun. Is what
I think I think what kind of like to go with what Sevi's saying. I mean, yes, that would be amazing, right? Because then it would be a situation where, I've said this all the time, when it comes to the sales industry, it doesn't matter what you're selling, right? When it comes to the sales industry, good salespeople will go so much farther than shitty ones won't even last, right? And at the end of the day, the gaming industry, you're salespeople. Like you're making a product and you're trying to sell it to a certain kind of whatever. The problem is that for some reason in this industry, they're able to sell their products to people that don't actually buy their products. Like a lot of the time, they're selling their products to investors or some sort of like fucking like look at Annapurna, for example. Annapurna came in and swooped in and fucking saved the day for the mixtape studio with their first game that didn't get their Kickstarter funded. So the market said, we don't want this game. We're not going to fund this game to capacity. And here you have some billionaire swooping in and saying, well, I like the ideology of this game. I'm going to come in and fund you. And you don't ever got to worry about selling this game because don't worry, we got you, kind of a thing. It's like, it's unfortunate, but there's a lot of that going around in this industry. And in terms of like taking government money, that's never going to end because, well, first off, the money's too easy to get, right? In terms of, especially if you're in Canada or the UK, the money's way too fucking easy to get. It's or Australia, exactly. Now in the US, it's a lot harder with USA getting taken away and whatnot. But before it wasn't. Like they were giving out like 2020 peak COVID and peak DEI years, which was 2020 to like 2023. Bro, money was given. It was like everywhere. Money was given out like nothing. So unfortunately, most of these studios, if you don't realize, are actually located in those areas, UK, Canada, especially in Montreal. That's why there's so many fucking studios in Montreal. It's because the money's so easy to, it's no problem. So with that comes a level of laziness, in my opinion, because they get that money. And now that desire to sell in order to make ends meet, and that desire to sell in order to be able to finance the next project, that desire to sell something to keep your business going, it's not there anymore. They completely take away the salesman need to make that sale. And so now that's what spawns all these people who have all this money. They work for these companies that they sit back and they read Twitter. They're like, yeah, fuck these chuds. If you don't like my shit, don't buy it. I don't give a fuck. Like that spawns that whole idea because the need to sell is completely gone. And
if you don't like my politics, don't buy my book.
Oh my god, what the fuck is that? The redheaded bitch
and Kelly Sue DeConnick.
Yeah,
I think that the main thing, at least for Xbox, and I think that the industry itself needs to also assess this as well. Like they have gotten fat and lazy and boring. Like everyone plays video games now. If it be 90% of the women that are on their tablets. Let's be fucking real now. Or like actual fucking gamers playing on consoles and PC. Like, gaming is like a norm of life in terms of entertainment choice now. What you need to do is make gaming fucking cool. Like, make it stand out. Like these like the shit, like making this potted plant bullshit wars and these gay ass looking lame fucking games that appeal to nobody. You can make a game appeal to a certain subsection, but you got to make that shit cool as fuck. That's the first thing you need to do. The second thing you need to do is quality control. Like these games need to come out looking cool and running fly as fuck, like to where they are genuinely worth buying. And then the last thing, which is what Xbox has been a complete total fucking failure at for 2 generations now, is learn how to fucking properly market this shit. Market a good product. That is the main. You have to do that. Make the product good, so where even if you bullshitting slightly or you're over exaggerating your marketing, at least they're getting a cool fucking product that people gotta have because it's cool as shit. Like, stop being lazy with that shit. Make cool shit again. Make it not fucking gay, and actually know how to market that.
Well, I mean, but also it's just a complete myth. I mean, it's ultimately just the people there. That's why I feel like this is a market correction so much more than a crash, because I think there's somebody in the video games industry that realized that the people that are working in the industry are not, because if you're Xbox, right, all these years you've been seeing the trend, you've been seeing what's going on, right? You latch on to the worst trends and you ignore the best ones. How the fuck did you let like certain games get out of your house. How are we hearing stories that Grand Theft Auto could have been exclusive to Xbox, but you turned it down? How are we hearing stories like From Software coming to you with potential deals and you got all the money?
I remember that.
How is PlayStation getting Bloodborne and you're not? Or at least not even getting your own version of Bloodborne? How is stuff like that even happening?
Phil Spencer said no to a Spider-Man game, and that's why it was on PlayStation.
Oh, there you go.
Yep.
So fucking crazy.
Wizard said something in his video that I thought was brilliant, and I guess if he's not gonna make the point, he said the main thing about E3 and why E3 is different than Summer Games Fest and all these other announcements and whatnot. It's not the games being shown off. It's not, you know, the overhead and the cost and whatnot. I mean, those are all factors. But it's that since every single developer was in the same theater within hours of each other with the same audience, and we were watching it live. Because I remember, even before YouTube and shit, G4 would show E3 live, uninterrupted, every single year. We were watching in real time actual real competition between these companies, and we got to see how the audience reacted in real time, whether something was a flop or not. If they showed off a trailer that was some dog shit, guess what? You heard the audience was crickets. The fact that now we've got all these studios and companies doing their own little events and their own little theaters, we don't have real-time information like E3 did. Like that goes hand in hand with my GDC thing earlier. The circle jerk, the insulation, and being able to isolate yourself from criticism, not just criticism of the gamers, but like you gotta remember when E3, the reason I even started the show joking about the Wizard about E3 being industry only back in the day and how making it into a public event con was a bad idea is because when E3 was not a public, con for many, many years, it was invite only. You were in a room of your peers and game journalists back when game journalism actually fucking mattered, who were right there to roast you or to find that they couldn't, fuck you, Wizard, either roast you or to be like, you know what?
Wait.
I agree.
Bro,
he said I was
that's
brilliant.
crazy, bro.
Jesus! Oh my god!
I agree.
Cameron Leon is crazy, bro. That's wild. Anyway, guys.
Oh my god!
No,
I guess
that
not
was
here.
legal.
I'm sitting here.
Hey, fuck you, man.
Like,
Put
I'm
me at
gonna
Home
let
Depot,
you
bro.
go.
That's where ice goes. Don't put me at Home Depot.
Oh man.
It's funny. It's a situation where it's like, look at old gaming, right? Early 2000s, whatever. You guys got to understand, and I'm sure you do. I'm just saying, like in general, when it comes to gaming, they were actually trying to sell to gamers at the time. They gaming as a business, gaming as an industry was growing exponentially, and it was growing because they were making video games that were all not all bangers, but like there was a lot of really good video games back in the day. Franchises were being developed and formed, legacies were being made. The problem is that as the years go on and industries explode and they become more either normie focused or normie popular or just overall more popular. Look at anime right now. Anytime that happens,
No, I don't want to look at anime right now. It's a full chore.
Well, when money comes in, yes, it's good because when money comes in, that means you're technically going to get more stuff. Like there's more investments. But the problem is eventually there's a line that gets crossed where it's not just about more money coming in, but there is more. What's the word I'm looking for? There's just a lot of bad people that come in with that too as well. There's a lot of bad executives that come in. There's a lot of people that look at this industry like parasites. They don't want to look at the industry to join it because they're passionate about video games and they want to make their mark on the world or anything like that. They're looking at this as just another Excel spreadsheet and how can they maximize that Excel spreadsheet, and then they go and then they make these decisions that people don't care about. And not only that, what ends up happening is with all this extra money that comes in, you got a lot of money that comes in with a lot of ties to that money, meaning there's a lot of stipulations to that money. That's how you start getting all these projects that nobody fucking cares about, like that other video game you guys are talking about. Those games exist because somebody said they had to. It's not that somebody wanted to necessarily make them. Yes, every now and then you'll get an indie developer or person who wants to make this kind of game, which is fine, whatever. But most of these video games are funded by big money that says that they have to exist for XYZ reason other than, hey, this is a video game that people are looking for. We need to make this. That's almost never the topic of the conversation when these games are made. It's always, we should make this game because it has to exist because our stipulations say so, or
well, to be fair, not just that. I mean, that happens too, but also, hey, we have X amount of customers. We want more money, so we need to get X amount of more customers. So let's try and make a thing that appeals to the X amount of more customers. And again, you get to when you try to make something that appeals to everyone, it appeals to no one.
No one, yeah. You'll get people that'll be like, well, this is what's been happening. You'll get people over the last 5-10 years that'll say, okay, well, we got the gamers, we got the normies. How can we get the women? We're trying to tap into the women market. How can we do that? Or how can we get, because they think that no matter what they put out, that people are going to buy their shit that are actual gamers. That's already been proven not to be true. And then that's how you spawned this whole idea with, well, according, and you'll get somebody to gaslight, according to our statistics, 50% of gamers are females. So we need to make sure we're making video games that adhere to females. And then that doesn't work. And so when that doesn't work, what do they do next? Well, we need to make sure we have representation for females. So now we got to put females in places that weren't necessarily there. And now we got to make franchises that were usually male centric. We got to feminize them a little bit to make sure that the women gamers got something to play. It's like, at first, their own video games don't work. So when their own video games don't work, then they co-op video games. And when that doesn't work, they want to blame everybody else for not playing it. And that's the problem.
Ultimately, it boils down to like a multitude of factors as to how the gaming industry ended up in the position that it is right now. And it's easy to just point fingers at what these
it's a
what
bunch
these
of
issues
things.
are.
Yeah,
it's easy to point fingers at what all these issues are. But as it is, like there won't be the ideal course correction unless the people up top go, you know what? Y'all are right. We actually do enjoy making money and good games at the same time where everybody wins.
Yeah. I want to be very clear, as I've said many times, like it is never just one thing. I know people tend to hyper focus on one thing, and it's usually whatever is easier to talk about for them, but it's never just one thing. There are so many bad fucking choices that were made by these executives over many years, where now the chickens they're coming home to roost. Like this is it, and that's why I say, like, even if it's not necessarily a crash right now, I think we're at the point of no return. I think at the bare minimum, I think at this point they either take that steering wheel and turn real fucking hard, or they're gonna go right off the cliff. That's what I think is happening. There's no more like, hey, slow down. You can't slow down anymore. Now it's like you got to fucking turn, otherwise it is game over. So maybe that's what Ash is doing. Who knows? But again, it's not just Xbox. We're gonna probably find out news about PlayStation fairly soon. And it's so funny because you got the bro. It's so crazy how there's people trying to console war right now when both of these fucking of these companies are at their worst. Even though like revenue's at the highest, what people tend to forget is that revenue's at the highest because things are more expensive and there's more people buying it than ever before. But the problem is you can have highest revenues, but when your costs are just as high, those revenues don't mean a fucking thing. Why do you think Nintendo makes their games so cheap? And I hate them for it. Don't get me wrong. Like as a gamer, I hate them for it. But as like a business-minded person, you also can't hate them for it because they're very smart. They're making their games that they know are going to sell millions of copies. Their Pokemon games. They're making it for like $15 million, full-fledged, everything.
To put it into perspective, the people who are claiming that Xbox won a console war, it only had Gears of War. There was nothing else that anybody else is talking about that was exclusive to Xbox. Like, what do you mean? There's Xbox is winning. At one point in time, we had console wars where like PlayStation would come out with exclusive banger.
Not even that, dude. Everybody remembers $2.99.
That too. It's we're in a bad way. Don't sit here and celebrate a bad way. Come on.
Well, they're doing it because they want a console war. Go ahead, Wizard.
But even cheap to that point, Gears. Okay, it's exclusive. No, it's on PC. Everything's on PC. There is no reason to buy an Xbox console, at all. Even if I could either buy it on Steam, I could buy it on the Xbox app, or I could download Game Pass and subscribe for $12 and play Gears E-Day to my heart's content. And when I don't want to play it anymore, I just unsubscribe. Now, I know that there was the case the budget might be insane on that. Then there's people saying it's not 400 million. Some people are still saying it's 400 million. Gears of War is already a broken franchise. Halo is a broken franchise. And also, I mean, look. What was it last week? Was that last week? Cassie made Cassie made a fantastic point about Gears that I had never thought of. That it is an extremely niche game. I love it. I didn't look at it through that lens, but oh my gosh, yes, yeah, you gotta be a sweaty gamer to get into Gears now. And
people kept saying we need to play each other. By the way, Wizard, they said that last stream. I don't think we.
I've been saying that since Reloaded. I was saying 1v1.
Why is it gotta be 1v1 though? Like, why do you gotta specifically target the spic for? Like, well, you can't just have other people involved, you know?
Yo,
you just gotta like assert. You gotta
It's
assert your fucking
because-
dominance as the great white shark, as the fucking whatever they call you.
Hey.
It's because he's white.
I want to see the manager.
How about okay? So we could 1v1 in that game.
Show me your manager.
But then we need to
Show me your manager.
We need to 1v1 in Counter Strike. How about that? I'll do that. We 1v1 in Gears of War, but you got to come over to Counter Strike.
Hell no,
Whoa.
dude. I'm gonna shit ass
Okay, now they don't want
This
to do it. All right.
motherfucker just basically said, "I know that you can't swim, but I can. That's my advantage."
Dude,
That's crazy,
anybody
bro.
got a line to poly market because I think a lot of us about to get real fucking rich. Like,
Anyway, you were saying
No, we should Hypno. We should do the co-op. Oh wait, it's 4-player co-op.
Isn't it? Yeah, isn't it co-op campaign? Yeah,
co-op.
We can
The
do that.
New Year's, yeah.
We can do
Okay.
that. Yeah, I'm down. Let's do it.
Yep.
So what were you
Hell
saying
yeah.
before that? Sorry.
These games cost too much money. They're too niche, or they're from franchises that people aren't interested anymore. Like people, I mean, look, yes, sure. Some people still love Halo, but not nearly to the extent that they need to, or they need them to.
Let's chill out.
Some people love Halo so much that they go play Marvel Rivals after saying they're gonna play Halo. It's crazy.
I'm sorry. I wanted to play Halo with friends. You know what I'm saying? Niggas is saying they too busy to play Halo these days. What you want me
Black
to do?
people don't have
I
friends.
think-
Let's be real.
Like, honestly speaking, I think at least Gears of War is salvageable, especially with that way that they're going about it, with reverting to pre-Gears 1. Like, that makes sense. Now, with Halo, literally, when you look at what 343 has done, they technically rebooted this franchise. Like, what is this, like, technically, like, the third time?
Yeah.
Like, in secretive, like, ways, because Halo Infinite was supposed to be them harping back to the first Halo. And that was a complete total failure. Now they're just outright saying, "Oh, we're doing an actual Halo Combat Evolved remake." And now what this Halo Combat Evolved, what Campaign Evolved, whatever the fuck, not only is it half the fucking game, but it's also being made to appeal to the most, like, to everybody. So yeah, good luck with that. Like, I think Halo is not salvageable, but I think Gears is.
They
If they get
rebooted
this
their
right.
fucking company too. I mean, if you want to keep it real, they went from 343 to Halo Studios, so they rebooted
Exactly.
that shit too. They want to do
Because they're
the
an embarrassment. They're such a fucking embarrassment. They have to change their fucking name.
so
yeah, but they're acting the same way even under the new name. Go ahead, Leon.
Well, I want to harken back to something that Wizard said a bit ago about how there's no reason to buy an Xbox. Now, mind you, I'm not arguing with you because I don't disagree. Like, none of these companies gave any reason for us to buy the console, and I think you're spot on with your analysis there. I do think that things like Gears of War, and again, you'll get this with Fallout and with Elder Scrolls and whatnot. There's while we all are real gamers, when we play PC, we know PC Master Race. There is going to be a subsection of the market that never, and I mean never, regardless of whether it's objectively better or not, move to PC. There will be people that spend their entire lives stuck in a console ecosystem, which is why for that niche a group of people, they do still need to put out, whether it be exclusives or find a reason to sell the console, because when you say that it's not exclusive, on a technicality, you're correct. E-Day is not exclusive, but the console war doesn't include PC. It's really just, it doesn't include Nintendo either. It's just Sony versus Microsoft. And in that regard, Microsoft does need to be given reasons for people to choose them over Sony, because there are people that will just never.
I think Steam is injecting themselves into that with the Steam machine.
I think so as well, but like, I'm talking about where we're currently at. I mean, because I'm with you, and you and I are in the minority opinion on that.
Yeah, we're not gonna go down that rabbit hole again.
But my point is, like, when the exclusivity argument, I don't really think it matters if a game is on PC or not, because the console war is just that. It's just a war between the consoles, and by that logic, Xbox needs to strike almost exclusively at Sony.
So I actually have a question. So Do we think that releasing video games on PC, they used to be exclusive to their consoles, right? Do we think that Pandora's box was was that actually like a Pandora's box? Do we believe that when Xbox and PlayStation decided to say we're going to go past our borders and release on PC, do you think that was a net positive for them at the end? Or do you think that was just the Pandora's box that opened up to a lot of other problems they're currently dealing with right now?
Financially,
Weighted
yes.
question.
But branding wise, no.
It's a layered question. Yeah, I know. But
unfortunately, we don't have a clean cut like case study to prove it, because we could say like, oh well, PlayStation, yeah. Now PlayStation did the limited releases where the games were on PlayStation. They didn't release what is it, day and date. So
right, yeah.
Like
well,
we can't take
PlayStation
PlayStation
case study.
Helldivers was but it's just one. I would love to have had real numbers for something like God of War Ragnarok and God of War 2018 and Spider-Man and Spider-Man 2. Like, but the data is ruined. Game Pass also ruins that data. So like, same thing for Xbox, and Nintendo doesn't release on PC. So it's like, I
think about it as a whole.
I point back to Resident Evil again. It's like, hey, this is releasing everywhere, and they're clearly crushing it.
And what has Capcom admitted recently, Wizard?
What's that?
Oh, you don't know? The Capcom recently admitted, and we've known this for a while, but it's even crazier now. Capcom has admitted that the majority of their sales are on PC. Like so PC makes up over 50. Well, they release day and date now too. So PC releases makes up for over 50% of their sales. And then the other 50% is everything else. Xbox, PlayStation, whatever. Like that's the rest, right? So
Switch.
Those three consoles, the Switch, all together are still less than PC for Capcom. That's how big their games are on PC.
Well, that checks out. That also corresponds to the ESA numbers. The surveys that they did to see how many people were playing on PC versus consoles. Most people play on PC, so that tracks. In my opinion, I think they made a mistake by releasing it to the PC, because by that point there was no incentive for the people that were playing PC to get an Xbox or a PlayStation.
That was gonna be my other point.
Well,
because
I actually disagree.
All right, hold your thought. Let me just get this out real quick. Hold your thought. My other point was by releasing it on PC, it's kind of similar to what's going on with Game Pass right now, where it's a lot easier to give than it is to take away. I feel like once you give people that option, to take away that option is very difficult. So with Game Pass, everybody knows they gave Call of Duty on Game Pass. That was a huge fucking mistake.
Yep.
And they did it for two rounds of Call of Duty. Now they're taking that away, and people were really pissed about that. They're like, hey, but we discounted it, but people are still pissed about that. I feel like once you put your games on PC, to then backtrack and take them away, not only does it make you look like shit, but it doesn't, like, people are just going to be even more pissed. They'll be like, yeah, I'm not going to, you think I'm going to go buy a PS5 to go fucking play your games? Like, that's not going to happen. I'm just going to wait for you to eventually cave, because it's going to happen. You're going to eventually cave again, and you're going to release it on PC. Anyway, Trace, go.
No, I was going to say, I don't think that was what was a net for Xbox. The net negative was ultimately Game Pass, and I'll keep coming back to that, because if you release your games on PC, all right, you release your games also on your console, you're saying you can play our games that perform well on our console for a smaller fee to get in. Like, you're going to pay $500. Let's go back to what they were originally priced. You're paying $500 to play this, then you'll pay for the game, and then cool. You can get a better experience on PC if you're willing to pay for all that bullshit. But if you're not willing to pay all that bullshit, just come over here and play it. But the problem is you got Game Pass. So it's like, why the fuck would I do either when I can just play it on Game Pass, right? With PlayStation, you could have done the same thing. The problem is you released your games a year later by that point, and what we've already seen is not just the reason why you're not getting the sales that you thought you would have got on PC is because the shit that you've been releasing ain't shit.
Right?
It ain't shit. You release it because you seem to think that Horizon is this huge franchise. For the last time, bitch, it's not. I don't know what the hell you keep about it. Where you keep getting this from? You think Aloy is apparently you think she's Lara Croft or some shit. She's not. So no wonder that didn't sell. Then you released it a year late. By that time, how much shit is coming out? You think I want to play Spider-Man 2 a year, 2 years later on PC after I'm getting all this new shit. My backlog is huge at this point. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna have to. You should have released a day and date and said, "Listen, you can try to play our games on your little half-ass PC, and your experience is going to be trash." Or you could have just went and got a PS5, right? Or if you do have that greater PC, cool, just buy it day one on a PC. We'll take that money, and then whatever. But that's not what you wanted to do. You wanted to release it a year late, or you wanted to release a whole streaming service, not a streaming service, a whole subscription service where I can play. It shouldn't have been those third options.
Right.
It should have just been play it on our console and get, a quality experience. Or if you have a really good PC, you can play it on PC and get that maximum experience of just, to pay more money to do so. So, that's just how I feel about it.
What do you think about this narrative? PC players port begged for those PlayStation games and then didn't buy them.
You got them a year late. You're dealing with this is the TikTok generation. I'm sorry. You got one opportunity to get my attention.
Yep.
One opportunity. And you're gonna make me wait a year for it. And then what I start to figure out is, I'll give you a prime example of what I'm talking about. We talk about people who buy Madden every year, right? In my household, buying Madden every year was a religion. I'm a football guy.
Soccer.
I said Madden, not 2K. But anyway, Madden, we bought it every year. Eventually, I got to a point where I was like, man, I can't keep giving these clowns my money. They keep taking away features and selling them back to me later. And for the first time, like maybe 5-6 years ago, I didn't buy Madden at all. You want to know what I figured out? I figured out that I didn't fucking need it. I didn't need it. Matter of fact, I was better off waiting until after the game was more than half off after the football season was over. I wasn't missing shit.
I'm still focused on the port begging thing. I don't remember anybody begging for fucking PlayStation games. But anyway,
it's funny. People were begging for PlayStation for the idea, put your shit on PC, not for those specific games, because the games have been putting out are bullshit. But no, I think Atreus is 1000% correct. And this is what I was more or less saying with Wizards E-Day example. Consoles need exclusives, as in exclusives not to the other company. But if you got an exclusive to your system, you put that shit on PC no matter fucking what. I don't care if you're Sony or Microsoft. You put that shit on your system and on PC. You don't put it on your competitor's fucking system. That's how you do it.
Also, the whole like people don't buy old games thing, that's not what people are saying. That's not what we're saying. What we're saying is that people don't buy old games 2 years, 3 years later at full price. That's what we're saying.
Bingo.
That's
the only people doing that are
like nobody
me, who bought Ghost of Tsushima for the second time on PC just to see if it was a better experience, and I paid $70 for that. But that's
very few games. Very few games will demand that, and you'll know those games when you see it. But most games, no. Most people are not going to do that. Go ahead, Cassie.
Realistically speaking, we have backlogs for days. Like I've never been in this situation in my life. In my fucking life, where we are now, and I'm not the only one. Everybody that's avidly a gamer, like a lot of us, got backlogs. And to be honest with you, I was considering whether next generation will carry over all these games, because I'm wondering, like, how much do these old games really dip into potential sales? At least I feel like Sony and Xbox is definitely looking at that.
You know what? That actually just clued me in on something right there. You know what the dangers of exclusivity become? Nintendo Switch. Like
in what way?
The NES, SNES, and Nintendo 64, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, Nintendo, like all of those games, the only way to play those games is to find the original console. Most of those games, right? Otherwise, you're buying that online subscription service they have. That's the problem. It's the idea of preservation. If you have the technical know-how, you can play that shit on a PC.
Obviously, yeah.
Yeah, like PC is the do-it-all, right? It's the Swiss Army knife of technology. But that's the dangers of exclusivity, is that if you don't have the current tech or the tech that was available when the shit was released, you're just gonna miss out on that experience. It just is what it is, and you just holding that L as the gamer, as the consumer.
It's actually you bring that up. There's actually a question I have as well, mostly for Wizard, but everybody could chime in. My question is, Wizard, how much how much do you think piracy had to do with why PlayStation is pulling out of the PC platform?
I don't think so, personally.
I don't
think so.
I don't think piracy had anything to do with it. I think if we look at the sales drop off like the charts, man. Like God of War 2018 put on Steam did okay. And then
People don't understand that marketing matters. When you literally put a game out a year later, like post the marketing, bro, everyone's looking to what the next thing is happening. Like PC gamers, like they got their own genres that they prefer usually more often than not. So that there you already have like a thing against you because Sony slop is Sony slop for ponies. So like you have that against you. And then you're releasing the game a year plus later. Like what do we do? Like, and then you're not going to advocate your marketing budget towards PC specifically. Yeah, nobody gives a fuck. Like, what a shocker. Either you fucking release it at the same time, as you know, on your console on PC, so that you know the marketing hits and gets people hyped, or you gotta allocate funds to directly market to the new platform that you're coming out on. Otherwise, just what are we doing here? Like, you're just wasting everyone's time.
I typed in PS5 on Twitter, and all I see is like Sony accounts talking about PC port begging. What is that? Like, who is out here? But who's
Pony's
out
been
here
fucking talking that
PC,
shit
bro?
forever, bro.
Who's port begging? You got.
I don't.
Bro,
yeah, I
it's
don't remember.
20,000 games a year that releases on Steam.
Yeah, I was about to say that, like, you know, there are people that are saying something like, you know, Stellar Blade makes no sense to be a Sony exclusive because, you know, it can be on any platform. It's like Shift Up isn't tied. It's not a Sony subsidiary essentially, but they did that exclusivity deal, and people were like that.
So they published. Sony offered to publish the game, so that's why now you know they're self-publishing because they want to release on everything.
Right, and that's honestly a smarter move. If you as the developer if you made it this big, if you're like Stellar Blade Shipped Up, you're like, nah, man, we can make our money. We got it. Like at that point in time, you're good. But like a lot of these other a lot of people didn't like what they did with Helldivers. A lot of people, I can't remember. No, Arkham was not a PlayStation exclusive because I remember they did the Arkham Knight port. I think it was came to PC and it was garbage on launch. But there are a lot of reasons as to why people would prefer things be on PC, but not like, you know, nobody's begging for a PC port for anything that I've seen, at least.
I never understood this mindset of like advocating for the company that you want to do better. I guess in this scenario, advocating for them to make less money just because you want to feel a certain way. I never understood that. Do they not realize these games are made on PC? Like, what do you think they designed these games on PS5, bro? Like,
we're talking about bottom feeders in the video game discussion, like online discourse. Like, fanboys are the literal fucking bottom feeders. This is why we make fun of them. Like, yes, everyone like bitch like tries to use the whole port begging thing as a means of I got something over you. But really, at the end of the day, these people just fuck themselves with their literal dedication to a fucking company that doesn't give a shit about them.
Bro,
this is why they're bottom feeders.
Name one. I want these people to name one video game that is exclusive to the PC platform that PC players have begged Steam or whoever not to release on consoles.
Well, here's the thing. They pretend that nobody cares about any PC games at all. Like it is pure cope and delusion. They'll be like, well, PC has no games that I want. That's just the argument. And it's like at that point it's just a subjective argument and you're retarded anyway, so who cares what you think?
Sounds like you didn't turn the PC on and look to see if there are any games.
Hey, Ragnarok. So I like to compare the God of War because it's a pretty good barometer. It's like when you think PlayStation, you could make an argument that you think God of War. It is like the main franchise right now. God of War 2018 peaked at 73,000 concurrent players on January 6, 2022, a few days after its launch. Ragnarok launched on Steam in 2024 and peaked at 22,000 concurrent players on day one.
Yikes.
So first we have you didn't do it day and date, and then because at that point Yeah, neither of them, but 2018 still had the hype around it, and I think it was also a better game.
Of course.
Ragnarok, people had time to process it, watch all the YouTube videos, watch all the streams, watch all the Twitch, and at that point, nobody cares. And also, you ship it at the same price late. You know, the difference there is actually a really good argument to this is it's one of the guys behind Final Fantasy recently did. Let me see if I can find it. So he recently did an interview and he said that streamers and the streaming
The
culture
director, yeah.
is ruining the RPG gaming. Like it's ruining RPG gaming because people are just watching the streams instead of buying the games. I think that's a crock of crap. But that's just not true. That's disingenuous. Because if the game is good, people are going to buy it.
I talked about that on my stream, and my example that I gave was how Expedition 33 was one of my, aside from the first episode, okay, the first episode was high viewership. Every other episode after that was one of the lowest viewed streams I ever had in gaming. And it's because people specifically told me, hey man, I'm coming in, I'm liking a stream, but I gotta leave because I'm gonna play the game, so I don't want to get spoiled.
Yeah.
Like, it happens, like it happens all the time with video games that are super hyped that people actually want to play. This whole thing about, people could just watch the video games now. Yeah, but that's only for people that are unsure about the game or are just flat out not gonna play it. My highest viewership are always video games like fucking Mixtape or something like that. Like, even though I never stream Mixtape, but you get the idea. Like video games like that, or like Dustborn. Dustborn was massive viewership, right? Because nobody's gonna fucking play the game.
Exactly, games that people aren't gonna play.
All right,
Look at Elden Ring. Elden Ring.
Yeah.
It's one of the most streamed games of all time. It is also one of the largest franchises of all time of people that bought the game. Like, no, you ship good games and people will buy them. Ragnarok, arguably at that point, I mean, there's a lot of parts to break down there, but it's like Ghost Tsushima did pretty good.
My
Horizon
Veilguard stream had like 700 concurrent 700 concurrent viewers on my fucking alternate channel, which is super high for that channel. It's insane, ridiculous.
Baldur's Gate 3. That's another extremely high concurrent viewership rate. It reached 481,000 concurrent Twitch viewers, but it's still one of the biggest games in RPGs.
Yeah,
units sold.
In RPGs, okay.
In RPGs. So this argument of like, all these outside factors, I think it's a pricing point. I think it's a timeliness point. And I don't think it's piracy. I think they saw, oh, shit, our games aren't selling on Steam like we thought they were going to. And that's just it. Because people don't want them.
I've said on my streams that I think one of the biggest reasons, and they'll never admit this, of course, because obviously, but one of the biggest reasons is with the PC platform comes a level of transparency that I don't think these companies want to really deal with. I don't think they want to deal, like PlayStation does, especially PlayStation does not want to deal with the level of transparency that comes with the Steam platform, because everything's on display, right? This is why, like, when they beta tested numbers being showed on their games, they only did it on live service video games. They didn't do it on single player video games. They don't want people knowing like what the real deal is with these games. And even though the Steam platform obviously does not show the entire picture, you'll have people that'll cope and it'll be like, yeah, well, just because the game sold half or even less than half on Steam, I guarantee you sold more on PlayStation. No, it didn't. The thing about Steam is that it shows patterns, right? So even though it doesn't show the whole picture, it shows buying patterns changing from one game to the sequel.
Well, here's the thing, man. Like, if your game is desired and people see the validity in it, like, look at Death Stranding 2. That game leaked. You could actually get a like pirated copy of that game before it actually even released, like a week before release, and the game still went on to sell like 500,000 copies in the first week, and I'm pretty sure it has over like 2 million sales, and this is just on PC alone. So like,
actually,
if people want your game and people see the validity in your work, they're gonna buy the fucking game. As long as you could get mind share at all. Like, people want your game, they want to support your game on PC. But if you do some fuck shit, yeah, people gonna say, well, fuck you. I want to play your game, but I don't want to give you money because you're a piece of shit. Like, fuck you. That's why you should keep your fucking head down and make your game.
Fun fact, you mentioned Death Stranding. That game leaked and still sold massively. You know what else got leaked and sold massively? This game, Forza Horizon. Forza Horizon got leaked. 155 gigs copy got leaked a day or two before release, and it still did these numbers. It's still in the 2 to basically almost 3 million sales range just on Steam by itself. By the way, Xbox title. So there you go. It's funny because Xbox, a lot of the titles that go pretty big on Steam are actually tied to Xbox Studios. Some of these games are pretty up there. So they don't seem to have a problem with the transparency of the Steam platform. But I think PlayStation really does. I think it's a big portion, not the whole thing, but it's a big portion as to why they want to back out. Because, you could... The console fanboys, one of the things I see them say is that they're like, oh, they made no money on PC. Brother, really? They made no money on PC?
They made no money on console.
Stop it. Like, you think... So you think because a company only made $1 billion out of their $20 billion or $30 billion, you think a company is going to turn down $1 billion without good reason to? Come on, bro.
Yeah, but they don't want to talk about Helldivers 2, though, how PC players carried that game.
Saved it. Not carried it. Saved it.
Earlier, which was like, I wish we had more examples. Mind you, I do too, but that's why I brought it up, is because that game could have been a Sony exclusive. When again, console wise, I guess it technically was. But let's be real, motherfuckers with the PlayStation didn't show up to save that game. PC gamers did. The thing about the stats you were bringing up earlier, the whole like why they were showing these live service games and stuff. There's two types of gamers out there. There are those that play shit like Arc Raiders and Fortnite and whatnot exclusively. The things that these multiplayer games. There's no such thing as someone who is a single player story driven gamer only. If you're a single player story driven gamer, yeah, maybe that's what you play the most of. But you're still getting down some multiplayer shit with friends. Every now and again, you're gonna want to break out Smash Bros or whatnot. But there are people that only play those multiplayer style things like Arc Raiders and stuff like that. Which that's fine. But let's not pretend there is not a hunger for solo for solo story driven games. Fucking Pragmatic showed it. All these dumbass Homo Resident Evil remakes show it. Expedition 33 showed it. The thing is, we're getting these games from studios that, at least for the most part, know how to make a fucking good story driven game. People aren't showing up for God of War, La Fe, not because it's not gonna have bad numbers, because it's not one of those multiplayer games that you're showing off. It's going to be bad numbers. It's a fucking solo game that no one wants. But gamers, more than any, if you look at the recent sales of all these games, solo story-driven games are doing way better numbers when you look at it cumulatively like that.
It's actually 3.4%, just an FYI. And again, this mindset of like PC made less than 1%, it's actually 3.4. But even so, even if it's only 3.4%, do you think, and maybe this is like a console gamer mindset, I really don't know. Do you think a company is going to abandon an estimated $1.52 billion that they made before cost anyway? Obviously with Steam cut, it's probably like 1.3 or something like that, 1.4. Do you think a company is going to abandon over $1 billion because you want to do console warring? Like,
yes.
Do you think that's like, I'm just asking the console gamer, like, do you think a company is going to say, yeah, we'll give up $1 to $2 billion because somebody on Twitter wants a console war?
Well, wait. That's a very good question, but I think there's a couple more data points to it.
It's more to that.
So if you're looking at Sony, if you look at Sony and you think like, okay, well, Sony needs to they got to sell games, but Sony's in the business of selling consoles first. They got to sell the hardware. And so what they have been saying is that they are, we're having problems with getting the hardware, costs of good, computer parts, the computer parts of the AI stuff. So they have to stretch out the PlayStation 5, selling through PlayStation 5s until 2028, 2029 at the latest. Like, it's crazy how long they're going to make this thing last on old parts that it's outdated.
Right.
But that's still where their business is. Like, that's what they're still reporting on. That's what they're still informing to their shareholders on, that this is where they need to be, that they need to be selling these consoles. And if they start now in attempts to make money today, they will be sacrificing the tailwind of their business tomorrow, where they're going to be profitable on selling new PC-esque console hardware, because that's what everything is going to become. Every console is going to become some kind of variation of a computer that runs Windows. Like, that's the future. Steam Deck proved that when they shipped the Steam Deck, then it's virtually a handheld computer. No, it is a handheld computer.
Yeah.
Like, that's what it is. And if they were to move the games onto Steam today, day and date, then people have then you've now conditioned people to not buy a PlayStation 6.
That was going
like-
to be my next point. Like the thing is, you know, this $1 to $2 billion that they made on the time that they've been on PC. The thing is, these video games that they release were releasing 1 to 2 years late. Like this is just literally extra money for them. And what PlayStation users are really scared of, in my opinion, is that they don't want a Capcom situation for their console war PlayStation, fight that they're fighting right now online. They don't want that. They don't want the realization that if PlayStation were to release their single player games day and date on PC, that the numbers would drastically change. Not that they would obviously be majority on PC, but I think they would drastically change. And I think over time, it will slowly but surely start to, because it happened with Capcom. It wasn't immediate. Obviously, it took years for that to happen. But as they started to release their games on PC and take it seriously, it only took a few years for it to get to where it's at now, where now it's a mass majority, and it's only getting bigger. They expect that 50% number to rise, I think, by like 5-10% by next year. So now we're talking 60% on, and before you know it, Capcom becomes a PC, focused platform, which is they basically already are at this point. But releasing the games day and date will definitely make a drastic change, and over time, I think people would show their preference little by little.
All they got to do is improve the performance of Monster Hunter Wilds, and we be good.
Yeah. But listen, I'll say this, at the end of the day, I don't personally give a fuck about the PlayStation games. I've played some of them, obviously. Like I platinumed some of them or perfected them on Steam. If they go away, it means absolutely fucking nothing to me. And at the end of the day, all I'm saying is that for the people console warring out there, I have no problems if you want to do that. I think it's funny. But just hold the energy for when these companies eventually do return to PC, because it's only a matter of time. If you really think that they're not going to come back to PC at some point, I don't really know what to tell you. It might take a couple years. Who knows? But I think they will come back.
Their only hope is that the PC market collapses in terms of hardware. And it's like what they're like completely ignorant on is that when that happens, so does the console market as well when it comes to hardware. We're already seeing it. They are like it all goes down the same path, sadly.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. And think about like how many games PlayStation has released on PC in its entirety. Do you know how many they released?
Are you talking about like total or just their
8?
like single player things or like because
just in total it's about I think like 20 video games.
I guess, yeah.
I think I have the list. Hold on. So this
that's
is
if you include like Helldivers as well, right?
Yeah. Everything.
That's why I asked about single player games.
Not just single player.
Players.
So like God of War, Death Stranding 2, Ghost of Tsushima, Days Gone. Days Gone did very well, by the way, on PC, exceptionally well. Uncharted, Legacy of Thieves, Helldivers, the first one, Ratchet and Clank, God of War Ragnarok, Horizon Zero Dawn, all that shit.
How many of these released?
That's my jam.
How many of these released day and
God
fucking date?
damn, felt it. No, none of them.
Exactly.
Like to me,
Now,
the most
how many of
interesting
these games
thing
were sold on Steam were they released day and date?
Was Helldivers 2 day and date? I don't remember.
That's the only one. Helldivers
Yes,
2
it was.
day and date.
It was, yeah. Well, I mean, Concord was day and date.
Oh, yeah.
Shut up.
No, we were talking about games.
Shut up. Oh my god.
I'm sorry, I had to. And then you got some random other games. These are all specifically PlayStation Studios.
What did the go to click on Concord again?
Sure.
Just want to see what their numbers are saying there.
It's dead.
All right. So was it Sackboy is better than that then?
Sackboy did better than Concord. Yes.
Let's go.
Ironically,
That's funny.
Ironically,
oh my god!
And it's still playable. Still playable.
Let's go.
Until Dawn.
Until Yawn. Better.
26. And again, this game, Days Gone, did very well. I think it made. Don't get fooled by the number. This game sold a lot, like 3 to 4 million units. I think it made it. They said 80 million or 100 million. I don't know, something like that. I think it might be 80 million. I think it was like 80 million on PC, just fairly decent. So, but again, it's if these games disappear, don't care. I mean, obviously, I like Ghost of Tsushima, but I had already played it on PlayStation when it first came out. For me, it's like there's such a ridiculous amount of fucking video games out there. that these games, while some of them are good, like I'm not going to cry myself to sleep if they don't come on PC. Like you guys have released in a few years 20 video games in a few years. There's 20,000 games that release every year on Steam. Now half of them are probably vaporware trash, but even so, even if you take half of that and say it's trash, and then you take the other half of the 10,000 and say it's mid, you still got 5,000 video games. Like I'm sure I'm gonna find plenty to play throughout my time.
Yeah,
you know, but that's the only disagreement that I have with the console super fans, because they want to pretend like that shit's not true. They want to pretend like, no, you need these 20 games. Like you need these games. Like, no, I don't need these games.
It's so funny though. It realistically speaking, like to me, the games that I genuinely have the most interest in regards to PlayStation is more like their second party stuff where they're publishing, but like an outside developers developing the game, like your Stellar Blades, like your Kenna, Bridge of Spirits / Cosmora. Like those games like those are interesting to me because they're not the same old shit from PlayStation. Like PlayStation is played out, bro. Like they're like you know, while I think that the Marvel's Token game is literally the normie slop of fighters. It's at least interesting. It's at least more interesting.
Are not normie slop.
Yo, just because y'all like normie slop, enjoy your normie slop. I enjoy Fortnite, but let's be real now. Marvel's Token.
Cass, hold on. Explain how that's normie slop.
Now we about to come through fighting this bitch.
The game is literally the most dumbed down of fighting games I have ever seen.
Okay, have you played? Have you had your hand to understand the frame data, the inputs, the control schemes? No, these games, ArcSys has never put out a game that is not stupidly.
This is by fact their most dumbed down game they've ever made.
How? Look this fucking slander from somebody who plays.
Look. You could like Norm. Everyone likes a little normie.
No,
slop,
explain
like
how
I said,
you
I
say
play
it's
Fortnite.
dumbed down. Explain technically.
I like Fortnite, but I know
down.
the difference between Fortnite and fucking
Cass, make an argument.
And Gears of War. All right, I know the difference between those two.
Dumbed down.
Bro, it's literally, bro. Can you not see how fucking dumbed down that game is?
Stop trying to strawman the argument. Give me an argument. How dumbed down?
What are you talking about? Bro, literally, out of all of Arc System work, this is the most basic fucking dumbed down fighter that I've ever seen from them.
You keep saying that. How?
Trez, your microphone is crazy, brother.
Your mic is tripping.
Like you sounded like R2D2. What the fuck was that, bro?
Full helium. That shit was wild.
Yo.
You were hitting all the notes.
Realistically speaking, the mechanics of that game are not difficult at all.
How?
Especially in
keep saying that,
bro. What do you mean? How?
Why do you say they're not difficult? Explain how they're not difficult. Because I can tell you right now, I guarantee he's gonna have a quarter circle forward, square, triangle, circle, RB up to another quarter circle, down, B. Like it's going to have crazy technical combos, like every technical fighter, like Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, like Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and like Dragon Ball Fighters, and like
out of all technical fighters, this is definitely one of the lowest on the totem pole.
If you're gonna say it's dumbed down, I'm not finished. Then you can talk. If you're gonna say it's dumbed down, then I need you to explain mechanically how it's dumbed down. Is there
I'm blown away by this,
like
bro.
the motherfucking Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, which actually was dumbed down? You're talking about shit you don't know about.
I'm blown away. I'm blown away. My heart's broken.
I could look at Marvel's what is it, Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 4, and I could fucking tell that is dumb the fuck down, bro.
Yes, that one is dumbed down.
Yes.
That's not the game we're talking about. We're talking about you said Marvel Tokon.
Yes.
Marvel Tokon and Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite are not the same game. Marvel Infinite was
I'm not saying I did not make that shit. Look, I did not make the argument. Like for example,
argument.
Huh?
Oh no, I'm fucking around.
I'm so confused by this argument, bro. Like I could see if the game was already out and we was able to break down the mechanics piece by piece, and then it looked dumbed down. But we ain't seeing nothing but trailers and niggas hitting choreographed combos. How the hell the game look generic and dumbed down?
I did not say generic.
Okay, fine. I threw that in there for comedic effect. My bad.
Yeah, hold on.
It's like
my heart is broken right now,
it's like
man.
the promotion for Smash Brothers is like it's super simple ass shit, but like when you see people actually play it, they go kind of crazy with the controllers.
Bro, the choker, my guy, like really, bro,
dude.
You gave me
I just found this one in the folder.
deep throat choker. That's crazy, brother.
Oh my
you need to
god.
relax. You need to relax with that.
Gifted games.
Marvel versus
Leon, go ahead.
Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite never even got any sort of GDC play because the game was so trash at a competitive level because it was so easy and it was dumbed down. The idea that Tokon is like this game was going to rock the GDC.
I think he's gonna change it up.
Sorry, the FGC.
My man got GDC on his
It's
mind.
going to be
Yeah,
very
I'm at
popular.
FGC.
Yeah, we already know that. Like,
This game is shit.
That game is shit, and there's
is.
a reason it didn't see any Evo play because no Evo tournament fighters wanted to play it. Tokon is going to be the next Dragon Ball fucking fighters. Next
I don't even
Persona
think I can
Ultimate.
sell this shit back to GameStop. Is that bad?
I literally gave mine to my buddy, and I was like,
I'm
was a
I'm
gag
just
gift.
shocked, man. I thought, shit, damn. All right, I guess we normies then. Fuck.
I mean, it's literally being made for the PlayStation audience, bro. And then on top of it too, doesn't Street Fighter 6, for example, have like 3 supers?
Yeah, but
It's a
Street Fighter
different
6
company. You're talking about a different cap.
Yeah, it's a different.
No.
Have you ever played
Hold on.
Dark
In order to
Souls?
establish that a game is made is dumbed down in comparison to others, you have to compare it to
But
others.
you're not
What are we
proving
talking?
it.
Now
You
saying
keep
I can't
saying
even
that,
compare
but
the
you're
game to
not
other
proving
games.
it.
Like what the fuck? That sounds crazy.
I'm still waiting on the dumbed down mechanics part of it. I'm
Exactly,
waiting on that
me
explanation.
too. Is it going to have auto combos? Are you going to be able to sit there and hit square 4 times and it'll be a minimized auto combo? If you think that's dumbed down mechanics, I'll agree with you. But mechanically explain how it's dumbed down beyond just saying it's dumbed down.
Yeah, holy shit. So I'm not allowed to compare it to other games.
Now, in totality,
I didn't know that.
Yo, that's not cool.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yo, I'll bring up
Oh,
one
no,
thing
no,
that fucking Street Fighter 6 does that this game isn't gonna do, and all of a sudden now we can't talk about that. We can't talk about that.
talk about what?
Alright.
I've never defended Street Fighter 6.
I am curious
No, you're saying that I couldn't even make that argument to begin with.
About Tokon, yes, because it's ArcSys. You're talking about Capcom, which use a completely different
I'm
fighting
literally,
engine
bro,
style.
bro, you're saying you're literally trying to control the argument. At that point,
Yes,
bro,
correct. That's
we're
how a
not even having
debate works. Is
conversation.
one person tries to control and the other person is defending. If you want to try and take control back, you
No,
can.
but
I'm destroying you.
there's
This- you're
dishonest
still
ways
not
of
giving
doing
us
that, and that's definitely one of
definitionally
them.
What makes
Yo,
something
that's a
normally suck.
dishonest
How
way of
is it
trying to
for
control the
normies? How is it
conversation.
dumbed down? If you can give me a technical argument,
Yo,
maybe you can
you
take control back.
literally
Right
are
now, you
trying to
get
control the
bodied, bitch.
conversation in a dumb fuck way. It's not. It does not make sense. If
You're
I'm going
saying
to,
shit
if
with
I'm going to
zero
look at
evidence
this
and
fighting
nothing to
game
back
versus
it up.
another fighting game,
You
and
made a
I'm
claim
going
with
to
no
absolutely
evidence
compare
and no
things that
argument to
one
back it up.
can
You
do
made
and
a
one can't
fallacious
do.
claim.
We are
You're
not.
trying to use
By the way,
technologies as a way
guys,
to get out of that claim.
what you are watching is true gamers fighting, and I love it. I love it. It's great.
This is like
it's great.
This is
'Cause
like
you're not
watching-
gonna find this on,
Oh,
on
man.
other shows. It's fantastic.
I
Nerd
don't
the fuck
know.
out. Get it, Treyas. Go ahead.
Why
Treyas,
do we
go.
live in an echo
I am
chamber?
floored by this. All I want to hear is the explanation on how the mechanics are dumbed down. That's all I want.
Wouldn't it be?
Seven, stop.
Well, first and foremost, to get into basics, it is an auto combo game, and we have a bunch of those already. And this one definitely is doubling down on that. And then, like I said, there's things that even games like people consider Street Fighter 6, for example, dumbed down in comparison to previous Street Fighters. There's things that 6 is doing that this ain't doing. And I brought up one of those points, but apparently that's not even a valid argument, supposedly.
No, first of all, you keep saying these things without giving examples. You're saying it's like this because it's like this. It's like this because I say so. That's a tautology. That is logically fallible. Give me an example of how this is for normies when there's no evidence to back that up, especially considering all of ArcSys' previous work.
Well, she said it's auto
This game looks dumbed down in comparison to their previous work.
That was not your argument. You definitively said this is dumbed down normie slop, and then you couldn't back up why. And I was like, well, it looks dumbed down. Okay, explain how it even looks dumbed down since you're moving the goalpost.
What are you talking about moving the goalpost? What the fuck
You
are we
went
talking
from
about,
this
bro?
game is dumbed down to it looks dumbed down. That's
Literally
moving the
before I
fucking
was
goalpost.
saying this looks dumbed down in comparison
That's moving.
to
No,
other
you said you
system
moving
worst
the goalpost.
games,
Your
bro.
initial statement is this thing is
High-pitched
this, and you say,
voices.
well, it looks like this. That's moving the goalpost.
What? No, I didn't hear. I legitimately didn't hear you.
All right, listen. Listen. We're not gonna fight about a video game that's not even out yet. All right, let's calm it down.
Yes, we
Calm-
are. Yes,
Calm it
we
down.
are.
Calm it down. Calm it down. My heart's
can't
broken.
get
My
away
heart's
with
broken
this.
too. It's Trey. It's okay. Let's just let it go. Let's let it go. It's okay. We all got bad takes every now and then. It's okay. We love Cassie. We love Leon. How many bad takes does Leon have?
All of them.
That's what's so egregious about this, because I'm being forced to side with Leon right now.
Nobody likes doing that. And I'm still trying to wonder why this motherfucker gave me the deep throat choker. I hate you for this. I hate you.
Yeah,
this is what the trans people wear to hide their items at Bo.
Games.
Son of a bitch. Anyway, guys, listen. We got to go. We got to go over super chats. There's been quite a few. Cassie, normally you got to go, but you're technically
I'm here.
like you're here. Not queer though, right?
Definitely not. That's for Leon.
Perfect. We found that out with the grinder profile. Trey's got to go. Trey's.
I gotta go.
What you got planned, Auntie?
There's not going to be a gaming stream for New Black Street tomorrow because it is Father's Day, and to throw in a mix is also my mother's
That should be the time you absolutely have a gaming stream for Max. It's not like
Let's
you and Kate
get him out of here. Let's get him out of here. Let's get him out of here.
Yo.
Let's get him out of here. Can you kick him?
Sure.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Say one little racist thing and you get kicked.
But yeah, no. So not going to be in gaming stream. I'll see if I can get some videos out. We'll see. But yeah, I'll be busy all day. It's not only is it Father's Day, but it's got my mom's goddamn birthday, so I'm gonna be fucked tomorrow. So yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. I'm gonna try to sleep. I gotta go and pick up the shorty and
Kata.
Wow.
All right. Good night.
Wow.
Good night. Good night,
So-
ladies and gentlemen. May the grist be with you all. All right. Good night, y'all.
Peace out. All right, let's go over supers, man. Holy shit. Goddamn. Raven Rainfall, 8 months. Thank you. I appreciate that very much. Explosive, $23.99 says I predict that GTA 6 will flop and that the real gaming crash happens. I only say this because I'm surprised, and no one even thinks GTA 6 will flop, even though we've seen all these big games just die in days.
Yo, that's
Yeah,
a crazy thing. I mean, I've
that
said
game's not
that
flopping.
short honeymoon period, but flop, bro.
That's cap.
That game is not flopping
GTA
whatsoever.
5 still
Yeah.
makes billions a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not happening.
What are we talking about?
Bro,
that
they're
game is
saying
gonna
that there's
make
a
money.
possibility. There is likely a possibility that this game will sell over 40 million copies in a day.
Yeah.
So good luck with that.
Yeah. And again, I think GTA is going to be I think it's going to be really good for the overall gaming conversation, because what's going to happen is that GTA, in my opinion, even though I know where Rockstar has been going for many years, I think GTA is going to have a little bit of everything that's going to piss off all the right kind of people, and everybody's going to try to co-opt GTA to try to make a conversation on Twitter in their favor, and everybody's just going to be like, "Yep, don't care," and they're gonna laugh at them and then move on.
Did you see what Rockstar said about Donald Trump in the White House using the GTA stuff for the meme?
They had no comment.
Exactly.
Yeah, because they're not fucking stupid. Yeah, they're not stupid. Yeah, the journalists are trying to get them. The journalists are trying to get them to do the whole hey,
it's concern trolling.
Concern trolling, and they're just like, yeah, no comment, because they're not dumb, bro.
Yep.
They know.
They
know everybody. All kinds of people buy GTA.
Wasn't it that like GTA 5, one of the highest grossing, if not the highest grossing, well, no, I think that's Fortnite or Roblox, but it's one of the highest grossing franchise or like installments in the franchise, and GTA itself is one of the highest grossing franchises. Red Dead Redemption 2 came pretty close, but did not top GTA 5 in initial sales. And then you really expect that GTA 6 is going to flop in comparison to GTA 5. No, I think it's going to sell more copies than what GTA 5 has sold in totality over the last decade or so.
Yeah.
Like almost instantaneously too. I'm not going to be one of those purchasers, but I bet it will.
Same.
No, yeah, I'm gonna wait. I'm waiting for it on PC, and if it doesn't come, it doesn't come. It is what it is.
It's gonna be $95.
I was trying
to shell out for it.
I was trying to explain to people, because the other day I think I had somebody come in the chat and they were like, "Why would you want to miss out on the Hey, pause that. Why would they? They were like, why would you want to miss out on the biggest release in like gaming history? And I'm like, because I don't have fucking FOMO, bro. Like my enjoyment of a video game that's a single player video game has zero to do with when other people are playing the game. Like, I don't fucking care. Like, if it's a multiplayer video game, like Call of Duty or something like that, yeah, those games survive on FOMO because everybody wants to be there leveling up at the same time. Nobody wants to get left behind. But in Grand Theft Auto, it's gonna be there when it's there. Like whenever I'm ready to pick it up, nothing's gonna change. If anything, it'll probably be better without all the bugs and shit.
I'm just now playing Kingdom Hearts. Like, come on.
I didn't start playing E33 until 3 weeks ago, and I'm glad I didn't play it during all the initial hype.
Yeah, it's like those kind of games, they're not going anywhere, bro. Like nothing's gonna change, and if anything, they'll just get better because they'll get bug fixes and all that shit. So yeah, like for me, FOMO on those kind of games never made sense. And I'll give people again the benefit of the doubt because obviously when I was younger, like I would do like midnight releases for some games and stuff like that. But as you get older, bro, like you just don't fucking care. Like you'll get to it when you get to it. But hey, there are some people out there that all they play is GTA. This is their fucking Super Bowl. Like they've been waiting 10 years, 11 years, whatever it's been for GTA 6 because all they play is GTA 5. So I get that. Like for those people, have at it, have a great time. But that doesn't mean that everybody's got to be like that. You know, some people don't understand how there are people out there that don't care about FOMO like that. But thank you, Explosive. Appreciate that, brother. We got Bud for 17 months. Hot news. Cloud Guillemot has been killed in a plane crash. Ubisoft. You know, we didn't get to talk about that. We really weren't going to harp on that much. But yeah, it's kind of fucking crazy. Kind of leads to the conspiracy of a CEO dying in a plane crash every year. During the summer. It's kind of odd how that works, but I mean, there you go. I don't think he was, from what I read, I don't think he was heavily involved in Ubisoft. I think he was a co-founder, but
yeah,
if I'm not mistaken, kind of stepped away and was running other companies or something like that. But yeah, I don't know if he was like heavily involved at Ubisoft. I didn't really have a chance to look too much into it. Explosive with a 249 or GTA 6 is a W and no game crashes. So I think GTA 6's success is separate from the issue with the game crashes because the game crashes are a product of the bad decisions that were made over the many years. And when it comes to Grand Theft Auto, for all intents and purposes, they have made pretty much all the right decisions. They have the normie capture. Like there is no way that Grand Theft Auto fails in that regard. And if it ever did, it wouldn't be so drastic. It wouldn't be Grand Theft Auto 5 succeeds and Grand Theft Auto 6 fails. That's not how it's going to work. With a franchise this massive, it takes multiple releases of bad releases for it to be something that eventually fails. But I don't think it's going to happen. I do think that GTA 6 is going to give everybody what they want on all sides. Lefty, righty, middle, doesn't matter. But no politics, some politics, doesn't matter. It's going to have a little bit of everything. It's going to piss off a lot of people. And I do think that the game is going to be co-opted by many people on all sides to try to push whatever narrative they want to push. And they're all going to basically get laughed at. And I think that what it's going to do is it's going to expose the people that claim to be so hardcore on, you know, if it has just a little bit of this, I don't want anything to do with it. They're going to find excuses to play it. People are going to find excuses to play GTA 6 and why it's okay to play it. So that's what it's going to be.
You face.
We got Benjamin with a 2 says Asha can cut me down, reap and so. Hey, yo,
calm down.
Hey,
yo, dude, I had so many Asha simps in my chat last night when we were talking about fucking Xbox and whatnot. And Epic Mike was just like every option he could to be like, yeah, Sharma can sit on me. Oh yeah, you know, Arsha can get in my face.
Is it like
Arsha can make me a subsidiary? It's like, bro, what the fuck?
It was wild. Yeah.
Is it really like that though with her? Like, are people simping like that for Asha?
No, much of my chat.
Brother, Asha is mommy?
Yeah, see?
Oh, wow.
That's great.
Whoa.
Wow, she comes in and
I mean, she's not ugly. I'm definitely not saying she's ugly. I'm just saying like it's like it's like that, bro.
Yeah, she's like a dommy mommy, like in terms of her actions, but she's like I don't know. You call them fun size or something?
Relax, bro. Eat the panini. Relax, bro.
Yo,
relax.
what the fuck?
Relax. Someone apparently likes
way.
that brown stanky sugar. Stop it. Relax,
you guys.
bro.
Oh my god.
You guys
This
are crazy,
is
man.
insane. Y'all need to repent.
Yeah, there's no repenting, bro. Mervoth with a 5. Got a traffic jam at the moment with all the September game releases. We all know what's causing that. Many game devs are afraid to compete with each other. No, I think many game devs are afraid to compete with Rockstar.
Yes,
It's
yeah,
like
that's what it is.
specifically
It's so
Rockstar. They don't give a fuck
so
about
fucking
anybody else.
irritating. It's so fucking irritating. I appreciate when games they release when they want to release, as opposed to oh well, I don't want to get overshadowed. But listen, Dragon's Dogma released around the same time as Skyrim. I still played the shit out of Dragon's Dogma in comparison to Skyrim. I beat Dragon's Dogma probably like
Nobody else
15
did.
times.
I mean, what?
I beat Dragon's Dogma like 15 times, and like Skyrim, I start and I stop, bro. It's just it's garbage in comparison.
I get it.
Look,
I get
man,
it. I
all
get the whole
Godzilla
like
memes
nonsense
because
Go
it's
ahead.
coming out in November. It's crazy.
I get the dodging of Grand Theft Auto, but I only get the dodging of Grand Theft Auto if you have like a massive AAA release, right? Like if you have a video game that you invested like 100, 200, 300 million dollars in or something fucking ridiculous like that, I get that. But brother, if you're out here on Twitter and you're like, yeah, my indie video game that I funded with $5,000, I'm gonna have to delay the release because I don't want to release next to Grand Theft Auto. Like, bro,
It's like
really?
It's like
Seriously?
it's like if Sheep Detectives decided to not release because Obsession was around the corner. Like,
Bro,
they're
that's like if
completely
they come
different
out
films.
if they come out with Goat Simulator 4 and they're like, yeah, we don't want to release next to Grand Theft Auto, so we want to like delay our game.
I
so
wouldn't
that-
want to be Rockstar in that situation either, because guess what? Your boy be buying Goat Simulator 4.
Goat Simulator about to cook.
Goat Simulator 3 was
You
a
get the
banger,
point.
bro. I don't give a fuck if he was. Goat Simulator 3 was amazing, and I ain't even a Muslim.
You get the point, bro. You get the point. Merval, thank you for the 5. Joey with a 50 says, I don't think there's going to be a crash to the degree of the one in 1983 4.
Agreed.
I think it's going to be more like a restructuring in the development process and business side. The industry is very different than in the 1980s due to having more revenue streams. Well, first off, thank you for the 50. Yes, I do think so. See, the problem is that even though the gaming industry has more revenue streams, the reason why they have more revenue streams is because they were trying to figure out how to make more money without raising the price of the video games, because they already knew the backlash that would come by raising the price of the video games. I mean, look at the backlash that's happened multiple times trying to raise it from 70 to 80, and then most of them end up reverting. That's how DLC came to be. That's how all these like extra like games as a service, all that became a thing because they were trying to figure out how to make the money. But the problem is that they gained all those revenue streams, and what did they do with it? They increased their costs as well, to the point where those revenue streams went from being extra money to now being necessary in order for them to be able to do what they're doing. The problem is the cost. The cost of the issue. They need to figure out how to be like the East, because the East doesn't have these problems. You know, the even Capcom, which spends more money than I think any Japanese dev, probably more or as much as Square Enix. I
I would
would
say Square Enix would be like their only competition in that regard.
Yeah, because they have a lot of Western sensibilities with those Japanese companies. So they spend a lot of money. But their games, like with Capcom, their games make a lot of money. So it justifies spending that level of money.
Square Enix games used to make a lot of money.
They used to until they became retarded. But you know, otherwise, most of these Eastern devs, bro, like Stellar Blade didn't cost much money. You know, the what's the other game? Obviously, the Nintendo is a good example. Nintendo
probably didn't cost near that.
Black Myth Wukong, I think they said costs 30 or 40 million.
Toby Fox
Something
did
like that.
most, if not all, of the work for Undertale, and that shit sold gangbusters.
Yeah. So it's all about the cost. Like, it doesn't really matter how many revenue streams you have. If your costs are obnoxious, you're never going to be in a comfortable spot. That's why Nintendo can stop making video games for the next 100 years and stay in business.
So good, yeah.
There's a reason for that, you know? But thank you for the 50, man. Summer Days, $4.99. I have gifted y'all more games than I ever bought on both Xbox and PlayStation.
Shout out Summer Days, man. Shout out.
You
Why
like
am I
gifted
not
us more
surprised?
games, bro. You gifted us more malware.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, are they really games though? Like, are we stretching the meaning of the word game here? What's
Whatever
going
the
on?
opposite of chemotherapy is, that's what you're gifting us.
I tried, bro. I tried.
Nobody has spoken. 5 months says the question is, how bad does a crash have to be for the industry as a whole to actually course correct?
Oh, it's gotta be fucking devastating.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing. That's what I was asking. Like, at what point do we consider these corrections to eventually be a crash? Like, at what point does that?
I would
At what
like.
point does
I
that
would
happen?
imagine. I would imagine have to be on levels of PlayStation, like the PlayStation 6. Nobody claps for it. Xbox, whatever the fuck they call it next, nobody claps for it. Nintendo is it's never gonna fold because Nintendo shows are the worst when it comes to it all. But in the off chance that it does, they announced like Switch 3 or some shit like that, and people were just like, all right, stop with the gimmicks. Like at that point in time, they go, okay, guys, we fucked up. And you know, at that point, we all go, yeah, you fucked up like a couple decades ago, but here we are, I guess.
I would say that the crash would be more prevalent and more noticeable the day if the day ever comes where subsidization truly is at its minimum. Like right now in the US, subsidization is at its minimum, which is why so many US based studios have closed. There were somehow surviving over the last few years. You had indie studios and AA studios that had released video games that had like 20 concurrent players on their game, and somehow they were able to stay afloat for 4 or 5 years after that. And then all of a sudden, when the money disappears from USA, suddenly they're closing down the same year. Like it gets really obvious at that point. But you know, I don't think we're going to see the actual crash, like a real crash, until subsidization's at its lowest point in the primary markets, like Canada, UK, Australia.
Sheep said, Nintendo Shield's the worst about that. This is a true story. This happened to me today. I had a bad dream last night. In the dream,
mine was worse, but go off.
In the dream, I was in a game store, some sort of generic game store, I don't know, and I said the words Ocarina of Time remakes while I'm buying a Switch 2. I woke up, and my first thought was Wizard will be so disappointed in me.
Damn.
Like, my subconscious been saying some fuck shit because it's not true. I'm not buying a Switch 2.
Damn.
Just wait.
Exposed,
Wait,
Leon, exposed.
He probably
Or
has the
fucking
Switch
check.
2 that he's hiding under the desk. Just wait.
It is. It's in his drawer.
Yeah.
Jason Alex over to 5. These are people in chat blaming PC players for the crash. When will these low IQ console gremlins learn? This is why I hate stupid people. Nice.
Thanks.
Yeah, again, I don't understand the console war thing. I mean, I get it from like a fun aspect, right? Especially back in the day, I get it, you know. But you know, obviously people always down to talk shit, that's fine. But there's talking shit and then there's looking really fucking stupid. Like there's going above and beyond to ensure that nothing you are saying makes any sense whatsoever, but you want to triple down just because you want a console war. You want to triple down just because you don't want to give the other side a W, like in any aspect whatsoever. It just doesn't make sense. You know, they're literally advocating for their companies to make less money to make themselves feel better. Because that's what's going to happen. They are going to make less money. There's no way that you're taking away from PC and you're going to make more money. That's not going to happen. I know they think that's going to happen, where suddenly everybody's going to be like, I need a PlayStation 5 to play God of War Laufey. Like, no, it's not going to happen. What you're going to have... Laundry, I'm sorry. What you're going to have is whoever the install base is now, the 85, 90 million that have bought PS5s, they're going to be the ones that are going to potentially buy Laufey. But we've already seen, like, the attachment rate for some of these video games compared to the install base is atrocious. It's so bad. Like Sorrows being an exclusive, bro. Sorrows sold what, 300,000 copies?
Rip.
Bro, there's like 85 million PlayStation 5s out there, bro.
It's
terrible.
the same thing I was saying about like the Switch 2. I think we were talking about it last week, and I was going over the numbers and stuff. More people have gotten Mario Kart World with the Switch 2 because it was in a bundle. And then the next lowest selling game, or the next highest selling game, was Donkey Kong Bonanza, like 4 million, and the numbers just kind of drop off a cliff from there. People just they're not buying these games because they're not as hype as people are making them out to be.
There's ways to compete amongst each other as companies without doing the whole like console warring exclusive thing. The console war exclusive thing is the easy way. It's the easy way to drum up competition without actually trying to focus on making banger games that you can compare each other to and say, well, we have the better games. We have the better performing games. We have the more sought after video games. They don't want to compete like that. Just want to make it an easy thing where, all right, well, this game is exclusive to our console. So like, you know, get our console if you want to play our game. It's a really easy way to do it.
Yeah.
Summer Days, $4.99.
There's people. No, I'm saying people that are console warring now, they're just literally arguing over which bucket of slop is better. Like there's no real competition in that regard. Like at least like when console warring was fun back in the day, like it was actually like good points to be made. Now we're just arguing over slop, and not for nothing, the console warriors now are some of the sloppiest, crustiest looking motherfuckers ever. So that don't help.
You want a perfect example? I saw this post. This shit blew my mind. Hold on, I actually have it. Give me a second.
While you're trying to find
hold on.
That's absolute bullshit. Dreamcast guy is peak masculine performance.
Look at this nonsense, bro.
Yeah,
I
crater
have
face,
noticed.
sure.
I have noticed the PS5 has no games joke is not relevant anymore. So he's trying to say that people always said PS5 has no games, and now suddenly people aren't saying that, right, brother?
Oh,
Intergalactic not out yet. Grand Theft Auto 6 not exclusive.
Not exclusive and not out.
Not out yet.
Not out.
Until Dawn 2 not out yet.
Or
God of War 2,
exclusive.
God of War trilogy remake not out
Remake.
yet.
Also,
And I think-
remake.
We played it already.
Right.
Bro,
Already played that shit.
and Wolverine is coming out, but it's not out yet.
And
You
by
have
the way,
no games.
when these games all come out, the PS5 will still have no games.
No
Aside
games.
from maybe
Exactly.
GTA. These aren't fucking games.
Again,
Bro.
like I love going into artistic detail about how these games just basically Wolverine is Spider-Man, but with Wolverine in it instead. Intergalactic is a Druckmann game. You know it's going to be shit. Nobody wants to play. Most people don't want to play God of War Laundry. Sorry, excuse me. God of War GTA 6 is going to be on everything, so nobody's looking to play it on PS5 if they got a PC. Until Yawn 2, nobody's asking for that.
Until Yawn. Nice. I like that.
And like on top of that, it looks worse than the first game, the first iteration of the first game, and then the trilogy remake. It's a remake. What are y'all doing? Y'all still have no fucking games. Shut up.
That's crazy, bro. How you
Yeah,
gonna
and
say
people in the chat, I don't know, what is this Bam Pot? Brother, if you need an exclusive to buy a PC, you're the type of person that we don't want on PC anyway. I'm just saying, brother. You continue to enjoy your PlayStation, your Slop Station 5. That's where you belong, brother. Because, like, guess what? Fucking Epic Games tried to pull up
Slop
with their
Station 5 is
bullshit ass
crazy,
platform and be like, well, come get exclusives
Love
on our
that.
platform. Bro, we have went out of our way to destroy Epic Games, like to the point where now they're struggling to stay afloat. Like Fortnite
Bro,
isn't bringing in the
okay.
same bag that
Well,
it was
to
5
be
years
fair,
ago.
to
Like
be
we
fair,
actually
Cassie.
want to
Talk
go out
about
of our way to
Unreal.
destroy your mindset.
To be fair, we didn't actually go out of our way to destroy Epic Games because they
Epic
destroyed
Games
destroyed themselves. Like we didn't
True.
we didn't
Yeah,
do
we didn't do
anything.
anything.
Bro,
They're
look,
only
man,
now. They're
any
only now.
exclusive game. I have not bought a singular game on the Epic Game Store, and any game that I was truly interested in, like a Dead Island 2, for example, I legitimately waited to come to Steam. Like I went out of my way.
Well, of course, a lot of
to
people were
try
like that.
Epic,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
By not getting into your games, even the ones I wanted.
people were
You wanna
using
be
Epic
in a-
Games as
a
like a
Oh,
free game
Barkcast?
pass.
No, it's
Special
definitely
club.
not Bark because I actually hold true to what I say. I ain't not buy a single
you-
game on Epic. Fuck them.
You want to be in an exclusive special club where you're all like inside your fields and whatnot? Buy yourself a Google Stadia. That's the real exclusive right there.
Oh yeah,
I bought,
okay.
I bought
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
I've only ever bought one game on Epic Games, and it was Kingdom Hearts when it came to PC because it was an Epic Games exclusive at the time, and I've not bought a single game on there since.
I only bought Alan Wake 2. That's it.
I've only played
Only
the
one.
free,
And that's because I was reviewing it.
Epic Store sucks.
Go ahead and
Yep.
get that Ouya while
Epic Store's not a store; it's a window shop. Like,
Yeah, same.
But yeah,
That's a
like
good- that's a good
Epic
one.
Game Store, they're only now. Like I don't know if you guys saw the Unreal. They had this like thing, the State of Unreal or whatever, where Tim Sweeney was like trying to pretend like fucking Epic is going to be the fucking savior of the AAA gaming industry.
I
and
do wish
he-
we talked about that. I do wish we talked about that.
we
because
could probably
if we
get
looked
onto it next week. It'll still be relevant.
Yeah, because that whole Unreal thing and how they built the MCP to hook into AI, that is bananas, dude.
It's wild what they're doing, yeah. And
That is
it's crazy because like
insane.
they don't want to mention Steam, so instead they mention Roblox. They're like, yeah, in order for us to compete with Roblox as a platform, we need to do this, that, whatever, and make a sense of community and bring everybody under one flag. And I'm like, bro, you fucking communist. What are you talking about, bro? This is why you're losing on the PC platform. This is why. You didn't want to actually compete. You just want to get everybody to fucking join your platform and offer 1/10 of what everybody else is trying to do. Well, not everybody else seen, but even like GOG does something special. They have something to them that makes themselves stand out. And even though they may not have all the features that Steam has, they at least have that.
well, honestly, GOG. We were something else we were talking about on my show last night. GOG is better than Steam if you care about owning your shit because you're not buying a license. You're
Right.
getting the actual .exe files. You own the shit you buy. Like I was gifted the Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3 like ports that are on Steam, and I appreciate those. I had already bought them on GOG, and guess what? I own them sons of bitches.
Yeah, it's a
Not
huge
that I didn't appreciate it on
differentiation.
Steam, by the way. I do. Thank you very much. I'm just saying.
It's a huge differentiation. So like if you don't have the funds or the ability to compete on the social standpoint, like to make it into like a platform and the community aspects of Steam. If you can't compete with that, then they offered that, which is huge. Like that, I think what GOG is doing is great. And even though I don't personally use GOG, it does create competition by doing something different. But with Epic, they didn't want to do anything different. They just wanted to be lazy. They thought that by whoring themselves out and giving away free games, that was somehow going to make people want to buy video games on their platform. Bro, you're literally like what you're going through is the same thing Xbox is going through with Game Pass. Same exact thing. People don't see the value in buying the games. They only see the value in renting the games because you've been training them to do that. It's even worse because in all actuality, Xbox at least gets some money from Game Pass. You get nothing. You're just like spreading it for free.
Also,
on
GOG
games.
has games like actual classic games. I mean, it stands for good old games that Steam doesn't have. Last I checked, I can't get Silent Hill 4: The Room on Steam. That's my favorite Silent Hill game. Guess what? It's on G.
There you go. So I think that's amazing. Anyway, I thought that was pretty funny. The picture. Let's continue. We got a couple more. We got Summer Days. I didn't read this one. 489. I know one thing ain't no drought in the East. Korea is definitely kicking names and taking ass.
Hell yeah.
Apparently. Thank you, bro. Stranger, for 15 months. I'm trying to build a PC now, instead of the GPU, RAM, and power supply. I managed to save $225 by buying my motherboard and CPU together.
Nice.
Yeah,
Well
yeah,
done.
those bundle deals are pretty decent.
Nice.
You can find some good ones, especially AMD bundles. Imago Lewis with a 5. Maybe Asha Sharma is the equivalent of David Zaslav to trim the fat and increase its stock to sell.
Yeah,
but
but
WB's still going under. So
I would say, yeah, we want Asha to actually be successful though, because fuck David Zaslav.
Well, see, the thing is, David Zaslav went in there talking all the same shit that Asha is, but he didn't actually go through with a lot of it. He didn't commit, and it's because it could be many reasons, but he didn't commit. It seems like she's committing. Like if these layoffs actually happen and these studios close and all this chaos happens, it does seem like that there's a commitment there.
what's funny about Zaslav's whole situation with Zaslav, it's like almost every single film got greenlit except for the one that was completed and people wanted to see the train wreck up, which is Batgirl. I wanted to see that shit fucking crash and burn. I would have loved
people's channels would have blew up from that fucking. Oh my god, it would have been insane.
It'd have been great.
The denial of content was egregious. Like, how dare you? How dare you? Explosive 249. Xbox should be like Sega and just be a publisher. I think
Xbox needs to spin off in their own subsidiary company.
I think that they were initially going that route. That's what Phil Spencer probably wanted. And unfortunately, from a business aspect, it just did not work. Not for what they wanted. And because they still wanted to stay in the hardware race, but also like focus on being a publisher. I don't know. It was weird, bro. Like they really couldn't make up their fucking minds.
Yeah, they wanted to have their cake and eat it too.
Right. You can't do that.
Also, bring back Sega hardware. Come on, Sega. I know you can do it. Hop in the console game. You'll sell.
And on top of all that, you want to be a publisher, but then you're giving your games away day one on Game Pass for like $20. I don't know. It never made sense. Summer Days 199 Nutella Head is on the block. AI not panning out. I don't think he is. I think they like him. James Ott with a 10. The thin client isn't just console gaming. Look at Nvidia. They are trying to push AI clips as gaming PCs. One ARM AI chip emulating x86 and GPU, slow unified RAM, AI frames. That's what they want.
Yep.
Well, it's actually I think AI, like Wizard was saying, is going to play a big. It's so ironic too because like the entire industry is so anti-AI supposedly, but meanwhile here you have Tim Sweeney. Here you have Tim Sweeney that's literally telling you like Unreal Engine 6 is going to be heavily influenced by AI, has internal AI programs in it that allow you to like. All of this is going to be streamlined through Unreal Engine 6, and we all know they're all going to be using Unreal Engine 6. So
there's the reason that where they're like with the gamers, where it's like, gamers, we hear you,
but we don't give a fuck.
Look, AI, the AI, the anti-AI purists that are out there are the equivalent of when the zombie apocalypse happens. Those are the anti-AI people are the ones that are going to be like, no, we can't kill the zombies. We need to save them as they're eating grandma.
Yep.
Same fucking people.
Much. Literally.
Yeah.
Did you ever play Dead Rising 2, Wizard?
Oh, God.
No, I played the first one.
Oh, so I don't know if they're in the first one because I've only played the second, but there's like actual advocacy groups that are zombie advocates.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
That's the anti-AI people.
Yeah, they got
literally
some,
the anti-AI people.
They got it in there in the first game, if I remember.
Oh, in the first game? Gotcha. I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
You could hate AI as much as you want.
The thing is, so I don't hate you. Number one, number two, what I do dislike is the overgeneralized term of AI, because when you say you hate AI, that's literally not true, because you're using things that utilize AI right now. You've been using it for years, actually. So when you say you hate AI, you most likely, and I don't want to speak for you, but you most likely mean generative AI. That's most likely what you mean. And I wish people would be more specific with that, because when you have an overgeneralized like AI statement, you're gonna be found to be a hypocrite pretty quickly.
No,
you know?
I hate AI from an economic perspective, and that's primarily because of what it's doing to prices for a lot of things. Now that said, I do use Grok, but that's more for like a search engine thing, and that's just because it compiles as much information as possible, as opposed to like going to Google and finding like a specific phrase and scrolling down like 18 pages to find something relevant. Like it's different.
What was that, real quick? Does anybody remember the name of that AI program that was accessible? Now it's supposedly not accessible.
Oh god,
where you can make a video
Fable
game in a
5.
single fucking prompt. Oh, that's what it was. Fable 5.
It was. I don't. Did you guys play with it at all?
I did not. No, I heard about it, and
every
then
day,
by the
what you
time
mean?
I did, hey, pause.
Hey yo, Fable 5 is the greatest piece of software I've ever.
Shut up.
I've ever experienced in my entire life. I am not joking. I am not. I am so serious. I've talked about it on every stream that it's come up. It is the most impressive and terrifying experience I've ever had. I built the business in 3 days.
That's insane.
And that was just fiddling with it. Because they put out a statement. They were like, "Hey, Fable 5 is out. You have 10 days to use it." Because we're like demoing it, but like it's not ready for like full access, and because I pay for the Claude like really expensive plan. What I built in 3 days, and then when it went down, you feel the pinch of, oh, every other AI algorithm is stupid next to this. This thing is.
What was the reason
Jarvis.
it was taken down? Do you know?
So allegedly, it was a jailbreak that some people say it was Amazon, some people say it was China. We don't know the full truth, but the U.S. government told Anthropic, you need to shut it down for people that are not United States citizens. But Anthropic has a lot of employees outside of the United States, so that means they would be knocking out all their employees. They had no possibility to. This is why it's so important. AI is going to be biometric regulated within the next 6 months because of this.
Oh, I'm good.
Because of this.
Fucking
It's coming. It's going to happen because the United States government was like, only Americans should have access to this because it is a weapon. This thing is a security weapon. And yeah. I mean, I want it back so bad. You give us Fable 5 back, and people will take over the world.
It found too many backdoors. Yeah, I would not be surprised.
Yeah, if Fable 5 is allowed to remain active, because that's you can just build your own model. No. You're not gonna be able to build something that's like this. Not on your own and not on your own hardware. You need the data centers, and man, you give me that for a week now, knowing what it can do, and I'll fucking crush everybody.
Pandora's box has been opened, boys. That's I've been saying that since this whole AI rush has started. I told you, man, 2026 is going to be the year where AI chaos is going to take over, man.
You can build entire N64 games in one prompt.
That's crazy, but also very believable. Yep. Benjamin with a 2 wizard. Can I get a hypno frying our nuggies? Oh, he wants you to.
I
make
will
an
do
AI
that
Frying
next
what?
week.
Frying your what?
Nuggies?
Like nuggets, like chicken nuggets.
That's what it says.
Chicken nuggets.
It said nuggies.
Nah, man.
What am I saying wrong?
No, it's not. It's not what you said. It's what they wrote.
Oh, okay. I thought it was me. I'm like, what did
No,
I
it's
do?
not you. Come on, man.
Did someone say hole? Thank you
Calm
for the
down.
2. Appreciate that. Lay plug with a 5. Incidentally, Atreus is female. Harry ended friend's nickname is called the Backlog. Bro, is there lore that I don't know? Like, why do we keep bringing this shit up? And then gives 5 memberships. Like an absolute fucking boss. Appreciate that. Sweaty ponies or game journalists?
Journalists.
I don't know about that.
I say Sony ponies.
Ponies.
Journalists are irrelevant.
I would say Sony ponies. You want to know why? Because the journalists believe everything they're saying. The Sony ponies, they know they're full of shit, but they're doing it anyway because it makes their brand look, I don't know, look better or something. That's me personally.
Nah,
Yes, what do you think?
I know the theory of the true believer. I think journalists are the worst.
Damn. I mean, I think journalists could do more damage. I think ponies are just mentally retarded, like to the degree, like infinite degree.
Ultimately, they hurt Sony more than they hurt like gaming as a whole.
Well,
But they
they
don't
don't
view it as
understand that
hurting
Sony
Sony.
doesn't actually give a fuck about them. Like
That's
it is really ignorant to that.
Like, let's be real. Let's be real. Whoever, the biggest PlayStation op that Cassie has, or Taylor Lorenz.
Oh my god, yo.
Taylor Lorenz is
I'm
great
so
for a
tired of hearing her
97-year-old
fucking name.
woman.
Bro, that
Yeah,
age meme is so ridiculous, bro. I like when it was
talk about that.
when it was at its peak, it kept trending on Twitter, and every post had a different age. They were
Like,
like, you know,
I
Taylor
love it
Lorenz
so
looks
much.
good for a 77-and-a-half-year-old woman. I'm like,
Y'all leave this 87-year-old woman alone. She just turned 90 the other day. All right.
it was crazy, bro. That meme was top tier. Jason Alator with a 5 says, stop attacking my multi-billion-dollar company. I
Holding
know.
the knife as it's Clippy.
I know. Eric with a 20 says, just wanting the panel's opinion. The model of games as a service is collapsing. I watched a person who played Resident Evil Survival Unit who spent big and just to destroy the state. Also, it encourages malignant narcissism. You know,
Resident
games-
Evil or games as a service?
I
Games
think
as
he's
a
talking
service.
about games as a
He's
service.
talking about games as a service. He's using
Evil-
Resident Evil Survival Unit as an
Is an
example.
example.
Oh, games as a service encourages malignant narcissism?
Yeah,
I
but, I
think-
mean, with whales will definitely shell out. You play like if you watch some of Eric July's like older streams playing FIFA, motherfuckers will shell the fuck out to get like Dembele at like the
Just to be on top. Yeah.
Yeah, I when he said malignant narcissism, I thought he meant like from the companies themselves because they're operating on this mentality of, oh, we are going to own the thing while selling you the service, and that is better for you as a consumer. And that is, of course, malignant narcissism on the portion or on the part of the developers, company owners, whatever it may be.
Well, two things can be true.
Yeah.
I just want to know who the malignant narcissist was.
I would imagine he's
it's-
probably
it's-
talking about whales.
All of them.
It's Sevi. That's who it is.
It's crazy how they're,
Oh.
like, some people will really go above and beyond. Like, have you seen some of the people who play Diablo Immortal?
Man,
The amount of money they spend just to be
Wait,
able
there's
to beat
people out there that have phones?
I know, shocking,
Krakens,
right?
dude.
Bro, they will spend crazy money just to beat other people in PvP, like with anything other than skill. It's insane. And I mean, look at what was that game? Where Winds Meet, where that guy spent like $40,000 for that boat just to be the first one to have the boat, and then somebody else bought the $40,000 boat like 2 weeks later, and then nobody ever bought it again. Because once you start having people willing to go that far, that whole special feeling kind of goes away little by little. But anyway, thank you, Eric. Appreciate that. And another 10, just wanted the panel's opinion. There is a psychology paper mentioning that a lot of video gamers are going back to single player games because of online games have a malignant narcissism. You really like malignant narcissisms.
That would be a dope ass song for like a metal band or what? No, malignant narcissist. That's a fucking metal title.
That's a metal band. Yeah,
It
that's
is.
a metal band.
Yeah.
That's
What-
when you
Like,
find out
they
this
You
are
are a
what
malignant
kind of-
narcissist.
What kind?
Yeah.
What kind of metal though? That's the thing. Like, what kind of metal do you think malignant narcissism would be?
It has to be death
Cannibal
metal.
Corpse, like that kind of.
You think it would be death,
Death
metal?
metal. I
Not-
think it's
you-
death
you-
metal.
What about
I'm
new
thinking
metal?
more-
Yeah, I
Yeah,
like
that's
new
what I was
metal.
thinking.
You could also work for new
I'm
metal.
thinking, new metal.
Malignant narcissist, a new metal band with Sheep as our lead singer.
Let's go.
That would actually be
Hey,
amazing.
Sheep, you should just be happy and say as our bass player.
Yeah.
No, I want to be the bass player. What do you mean?
No, fuck you, because I'm the bass player.
Oh. I'll grab the
Aretha?
cowbell and just hit the cowbell.
You can
Aretha
play
would
guitar,
attend-
woman.
GTA
I know,
5
but
had
the
horrible
cowbell is
online
funnier.
launch. Now look at it now. Yeah, I mean, GTA Online is the reason why we took over 10 years to get GTA 6.
Red Dead was bare bones when it released its online shit. Now look at it.
K with a 50. NCSoft announced Mistbound, a Guild Wars card game. Did they really? Everybody making a card game now. Interesting. Thank you for 50. Mervoth with a 2. More amusing one. How many Concords equals a game crash?
Oh my god.
I like it.
Probably like.
That would be like a soft pop rock band as the Concords.
Oh man, they would be like a gay fucking hippie band, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah, they'd be like,
They would.
I would say they'd be more like Train. They'd be like Train.
Oh, gross. Train has like one.
Plug with a 2. There is Atreus lore. Yeah, I'm not
afraid.
caught up on all the lore. I'm okay. Denarai with a membership on Rumble. Thank you, my good man. Raza with the membership over on Rumble as well. Thank you so much. Torno with a 5. The big money in gaming devs want to make their games to control the industry to stifle competition. They're trying to copy the genres that sell, which are indie, extraction shooter, etc. Basically blind, which is why they fail. Yeah, I mean, I do find it interesting that studios like Bungie have become trend copiers instead of trend setters like they used to be. But unfortunately, a lot of big studios go that way because when you have a situation where creativity is at its lowest, and there could be a lot of things to blame for that, but there's no doubt that creativity is at its lowest in the Western gaming industry. You have a lot of remakes going on around right now, a lot of remasters. You end up with a situation where people just want to go for what they view as the easy thing, which is, it happens all the time. I mean, even back in the day, right? Even back in the day when MMORPGs were huge and World of Warcraft just blew the doors down everything, you had every fucking studio trying to make an MMORPG. They were all copying it. Everybody was trying to become the WoW killer. They were all trying to basically do the same thing. It happens all the time. It's been happening for decades. It's always gonna be that way.
There's
And
BRs now and Souls likes and fucking
with battle
roguelikes.
royales, yep, Souls likes, rogue likes, fucking extraction shooters now. That's the
You know what I give?
that's
I
the
will
new
give.
one.
I will give Nintendo. I will give Nintendo their flowers when it comes to doing something a little more innovative, like wide ass open world Zelda game. I like that. That's a good. That earned its game of the year. And then it was so good that they had to copy it again. Good fucking job.
The problem is it was so good they forgot that that's also not Zelda. We should get back to the original formula. Breath of the Wild's great. I like it. Let's go back to some fucking Ocarina and Twilight stuff.
Echoes of Wisdom was actually pretty good.
I was reliably informed that game was woke because you play a Zelda in a Zelda game.
True.
Yeah. Torinol with a 2. Want to expand your market with PC? Offer only episode 1 of franchises to PC. Hook players on the game so that they come for the rest of the series. Well, I think that might be what they're trying to do, but they didn't do it with episode 1. They released their sequels. The sequels bombed, and they're like, hey, so, we know you guys really didn't like this, so we're going to take them away. And, that means that you're going to buy it on our PlayStation, right? Right? No, it's not going to happen. I think we're caught up. Let me just double check. Nope, one more. Deadeye's locked with $1. Cloud Gilmot, one of the CEOs of Ubisoft. Yeah, we know. He's dead, unfortunately. Very, very unfortunate. Crazy shit. I see a lot of people are trying to claim it's like foul play and shit. I'm like, I don't know about that. Look at this. Yep, this works.
Whoa.
This works. We got to make this a thing.
Dude. Yeah,
I
dude.
like it.
Take this, put this into AI, and make a music video.
Yeah.
That's
malignant narcissist.
That's what's got to happen, boys. All right, let's check gifted games. Guys, gifted games. Anything before we sound off?
Yes, I got one.
What do you
I
got?
got 0.
What do you motherfuckers have? We all know that Cassie does not have Marvel
also,
Tokon.
But Leon, did you play Echoes of Wisdom?
No, I have not played it. I want to. It's one of the only Zelda games I've never played.
I will say, like, you do play as Zelda through the whole thing. But
I was joking, by the way. I was a huge defender of Echoes of Wisdom.
No, I got you. But I was about to say that Link in the game, this motherfucker plays like he shouldn't be in whatever situation he's in. It should have been solved already. Like, this motherfucker's moving around like Spider-Man and Superman at the same time. It's kind of crazy.
All right.
Like my boy, dude.
Ben gifted me
A Kimbot.
Akimbot. He says, I wish.
I was like, wow.
No, I wish I had a talent of witticisms like that silverback noodle does. I'm certain I'll just want to be called. I want to be Leona if I asked. Thank you for the gifted game. And then I got Valkyria Winters sent to me. Yeah, Batman Arkham Asylum game of the year edition. Enjoy the game. For the time on Skull. Thank you. And I got one. Oh, I got 2 more. I got Batman Arkham Origins. Thank you. I will I've heard this is a really good game, so I'm really excited. And the last one from Scrap Gamer. Thank
Stop
you, Alex.
simping.
It's Richard.
Stop it.
Here you go. Also, here's a guide where you can download when you can get the download of the first game in HD.
This
Thank
game
you.
is amazing.
Bro,
Oh my god.
Thank
The
you
simping is
so much.
so fucking strong that you gave her the fucking keys and the fucking guide to how to drive the car. What do you want? Whoa!
Bro, I gotta put
The
on a
first
blonde wig so I could get Gears of War gifted to me, so I could 1v1
Yes, you do.
destroy Wizard. Is that what it is?
Actually, you
Oh
do.
my god,
Yes.
dude. Send me
Wizard,
games. Simp for
Wizard,
me.
Wizard, you have to make an AI picture. You know how you did like hell yeah white people for Leon?
Yeah,
you got to make
wait.
one of you that says "Stop simping" on a whiteboard. Just like hold it up. Stop simping.
Or not on the whiteboard.
Simping, unless it's for me.
Use some
Yeah.
fake magic and make it spell.
Bro,
Speaking
Leon
of, yeah,
get-
white people, just a reminder, Father's Day is coming up.
Seriously.
Yeah, white people.
Shout out Ichigo Kurosaki.
I don't treat you like a white. I treat you like a dirty camel jockey because they're too afraid of soap and water.
God damn.
And I like texting you. Bro, do you see how luxurious and clean my hair is right now? I showered and shaved yesterday, bro.
That's crazy, bro.
Thank
Hey,
you, homie.
No Hearts Left sent me Time to Morp. You're the final boss of mediocrity, except the fight is optional and nobody bothers because the loot is expired coupons for regret.
Oh,
What the
God damn.
fuck? Bro, are you trying to write a novel or something? Like, what's going on?
Yo, the dark poetry in the closet, my man. I mean, look, I appreciate it. Thank you for the game. I also think that's kind of metal, but like that's going to be a lyric for Malignant Narcissist.
No
Yeah,
Hearts
I like
Left
it
has
already.
chosen violence.
Right.
Actually, if everybody were to compile all the comments that No Hearts Left has put on their games, gifted games today,
Yeah.
you can actually input that into AI and make a fucking song out of it, guaranteed. Like,
We
just
totally
Oh, that
take,
would be fun.
take
Oh my
all the
God.
comments and turn it into a fucking metal track.
Dude,
With
well,
sheep
I feel like
singing
we
it.
were to take all those comments, like print them out and put them in a summoning circle. We could revive Patrice O'Neal. Like,
You probably could. You probably could,
So,
actually.
fire.
All right, boys. Fantastic stream. Great conversation. Holy shit. We talked about this all night long, boys. Love it. Let's do our outro. Sheep, what do you got? What do you got coming up, man?
I have more girl failure content coming up, playing as Aqua in Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. So stay tuned for that. It's gonna be great for y'all. But aside from that, after that we'll be getting into like, you know, some more Kingdom Hearts. I'm now a Kingdom Hearts streamer, and it's so sad. But nonetheless, we will truck on as we truck on.
Just not chucking spears, though. Do not chuck spears.
That's why I said truck on.
Oh,
But,
I thought you said chuck. Sorry.
No, my
God
bad.
damn it.
But yeah. Aside from that, go read manga.
Hell yeah. Cassie, what do you got coming up aside from not playing Marvel Tokon?
Oh man. Well, I will continue playing. Man, I got too much shit on my plate. I've been playing Stellar Blade, freaking Lego Batman. And
good games.
it's really I have too much good shit to play, man. Forza Horizon 6, like it's been. And there's no shortage of things to play. That's why exclusives are pointless. I mean, what? But
Actually, can I cut you off just 1 second? So speaking of Lego
Sure.
Batman, look at this
Yeah.
shit. Look at the hate comment I got on my review that I fucking typed out, by the way. All right. I legit typed out my fucking review. This motherfucker's like, your opinion, Bob Saget, of course. Your opinion is AI. You have only spent 13 hours on a $70 game. I hope your my key, by the way. So whoever gifted me the game, sorry, it didn't happen. I got a key from Microsoft or whoever, apparently. I hope your key was worth your sloppy review. This slop fest just made me more eager to see this game on Xbox Game Pass for free.
What the hell?
Did you just
That's
agree
crazy.
with? Did you just
What
disagree
review was
with
this?
the argument you were making?
I don't know. I think so. I just find it funny because he's like, this is slop. This game is slop or something like that. But then he's like, I'll play the slop as long as it's on Game Pass. Like,
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, bro just basically, bro just
Like-
agreed with his own argument. Like, what
like,
did you?
Oh
like
my
what?
God.
What the fuck?
Retard.
And it's like, bro, I literally like I play so many video games. I'm sorry, I can't dedicate like 2,000 hours to one fucking game. I'm a variety gamer. I've never been that way. outside of
bullshit.
MMOs.
You got that much time in fucking Counter-Strike. Don't play.
I actually don't, because the time that I was playing Counter-Strike, they weren't monitoring hours. I'm sure if they were.
Okay, so you probably do, but it's not
like
on
if
the
it was
record.
Counter-Strike 1.6, I'm sure it'll be fucking like 5,000 hours, but they weren't monitoring hours at the time.
Bro, like fucking, I don't know what happened, but Nintendo ended up resetting my fucking play data.
Oh
And
my
at one
god,
point in time-
Wizard!
At one point in time,
What?
stop pimping, start pimping. True. At one point in time, I had like about 1,600 hours in Dragon Quest Builders 2 on the Switch, and for some reason they decided, you know what? Yeah, we're gonna erase your shit, and now I'm back down to like fucking a couple hundred. I'm like, I'm not playing this shit on the Switch anymore. Anyways, garbage.
The Switch is retarded when it comes to that. Once it goes off your recently played list, after a year, those numbers will disappear. It just makes no sense. But
Crazy. Cass,
yeah,
what else you got?
in covering Stellar Blade derangement syndrome, I was accused of some very heinous fucking things from people that didn't even know I was a woman. So if you want to check that out, go to cultclassiccage.com. Excuse me, my YouTube channel, Cult Classic Cage. You can go to cultclassiccage.com too, by the way, if you want a t-shirt. But go to my YouTube channel and check out all of these heinous accusations that were slung my way for no real reason. We're going to continue to cover this Stellar Blade derangement syndrome because it really gets under people's skin, obviously. But definitely will have my usual videos and my Thursday night live stream every week. So tune in for that if you want to come hang out with me.
Bro, I just saw something that is so fucking I don't
David, keep it to yourself.
I don't know.
Keep it to yourself.
Nope.
You son of a bitch, keep it to yourself.
No.
What is
this is really egregious. Brother. They are making a Assassin's Creed Shadows manga. Tales of Iga, bro.
Yeah, because it was about Yasuke, it'd be Tales of
I get it.
Oh, bro, I'm actually offended by this. I don't even know how.
Because now you're offended because you know you gotta buy it and put it on the shelf like fucking ABS does his Concord controller.
Fun fact: I do have Assassin's Creed manga. I do, but
yeah. I'm not gonna lie. Some gaming manga is actually really good. Elden Ring is good.
Kingdom Hearts actually has good manga.
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts is good. The Yorha
Zelda is the best video game
Zelda's
manga.
the best, hands down.
It's the best that I've read. Yes,
Zelda's
and
the
it's
best
because
manga.
they stick to the stories. They don't like deviate too much. Like they actually, it's really good.
Yeah, the Pokemon manga as well.
This is
until
Pokemon
the
manga.
ending when they ass pull everything.
Ironically, the Pokemon mangas are really good because they don't necessarily follow the anime. And they are a lot more adult with what they do.
They follow the games, the games are rated M.
Yeah, they basically they're much more adult with it. But then they will go adult with it. But then the ending, especially for what the fuck was it? Ruby and Sapphire, bro.
Sapphire, yeah.
Oh my god, that ending pissed me off like no other. But anyway, we're not gonna get into it. It is what it is. Cassie, appreciate you very much. Thanks for hanging out all night. That's awesome. That's awesome. And fuck those guys who no, don't fuck those guys. You
Not
know
literally.
I mean.
No, fuck their moms.
Fuck their moms. Yeah, fuck their moms. The people who say that
You gotta calm down, Cassie. Stop that.
she's so excited. She's like, yeah.
She was like, what?
Yeah. She's looking at her weapon already. She's like, yeah, I'm gonna use that. Anyway,
Craziness.
Leon, what you got, man?
Immediately after this, we've got our Analog Horror Nights. It's Saturday night. You know, we like to get motherfucking spooky with it. We're going to cover a weird little anthology thing that I've never heard of. It's going to be a great time. Sunday special stream tomorrow. Me and Sevy going to be breaking it down, doing a Happy Father's Day stream. Videos every day. If you haven't watched today's video, check it out. Me, Cindy, and Sevy just crash out over anime hetero slop because apparently the homos in Pride Month hate that there's straight couples in anime. So yeah, we got a lot of good shit coming out. You can check out the channel. It's been dope. And then of course after gaming night or after Analog Horror Night, your boy gonna be gaming.
Oh yeah. Wizard, stop simping, start pimping. What's going on, man?
Stop simping, start pimping. Unless you're simping for me, in which case, The Adventures of Elliot, that's on my wish list, and I would like to play it.
If I get gifted Gears, I'll just buy it, and we'll play. We'll play.
Dude, I will be. We got a little bit of time, but we're gonna play that. We got to call up that.
Yeah.
I got stream back to stream on Monday night. We got Dean Kane coming on the show, so it's gonna be pretty good.
Nice.
Crossfire,
Wow.
and Culture Crossfire special, and that's pretty much it. Be back next week. Shout out.
Very nice. Very nice, man.
manga.
Congrats. Tiger King 199. Shadows manga is okay. Nothing to do with the game. You read it? Tiger King. Interesting. Okay.
Of
I
all
see you.
people,
I see you. Savvy, what do you got going on?
So first, old man Jenks
Oh
sent
my
me
gosh.
I despise Dean King.
weird gift a game called My Stepsis
Oh my God!
is a Furry.
No.
They- He
I
calls it
that's
an
fine. No, that's fine. That's
anti-sim.
fine. Good job.
He
No
says
simping, Dean.
anti-sim tags. Yeah, he
Shout
says
out.
anti-sim tag. So thank you for that.
Actually says
Um,
anti-sim taxi, but go off.
Oh, same thing. But nope. Tomorrow I think I'm gonna be playing Pragmata or Warhammer. I'm not really sure yet. Come and check me out. Working on a video, so I don't know exactly when that will be out, but I'm working on it, and that's about it.
Holy shit.
Grim Harvest. No, we are not playing Lords of the Fallen because he's doing his analog horror. So
Yeah,
we're gonna
Lords of
raid
the
him over
Fallen
there.
Yeah, Lords of the Fallen stuff is usually Tuesday and Thursday. We just
Thursday.
did Lords of the Fallen last Saturday to make up for the fact that my internet shit the bed on Thursday, and so we had to more or less cancel the stream halfway through.
Yeah.
Me and Hypno are gonna co-op Power World when one.
We are.
I
Sheep is gonna be my tourism guide.
He's gonna be
He's gonna be my tourism guide. Yeah, big time.
No, I need you to share my screen, dude. They started
Oh, no.
simping. I
Oh,
said
no.
I said
You
it.
know, it's
in
hard.
Oh, does that mean you actually play
Unless
Mecha Chameleon with us? 'Cause I know you don't normally do the game nights with us because it's so late. But will you play Mecha Chameleon with us?
Oh man. Well, this isn't this. I'm speechless. Okay. No hearts left. Mecha Chameleon. Even crackheads see you and say, "Nah, that's too far gone." You look like a curry stinking. Well, that's a word I won't say.
Curry
After
stinking.
ghetto rat and birth pure disappointment. I mean, the middle here was.
Can we make
was an
a metal
adventure.
song out of this, please? Jeez.
That was a bit of a reach, but go off.
Oh man, I this is you guys. This is very.
That's a
very
new RPG that came out. I'm curious about that. I want to play it.
This is the Square Enix trying to compete with classic Zelda. So yes, I will graciously accept that.
I
and
hear that the game is decent. However, it has the very unfortunate trope of the millennial sidekick character that won't shut the fuck up. That's what I
you
hear.
mean like Creasol?
Like Crystal, yeah.
it's compared to Navi.
They got the
God, that
they got
bad?
a quirk Chungus character.
Yeah, they compare it to Navi.
Okay, listen.
Okay, I compare Sevi to Navi. So
Time out.
Oh my god.
Time out. But
Leon.
I would take. Listen, I would take Navi, Tattle, and like every other companion character to Link over any of the Quirk Chungus characters we get nowadays.
Even Fi?
Yes, I would.
No, I
She's
feel like
actually one of my
Fi gets
favorites.
a lot
What do you
hate. I
mean?
feel like Fi.
She's cool as shit. She's just basically robotic. She's great. I like her.
Hey,
What is this
listen.
emotion you talk of? I'm
Yeah.
fine with that.
Hey, at least you got some. Hey, we finally got some simping for Wizards. That's good.
I'm really,
Let's go.
really speechless. That's a brand new game. Thank you.
Wizard
That's
is
very,
never
very kind of you
speechless.
guys.
Don't ever believe him when he says he's speechless.
Yeah.
No way. Wizard is professional talker. Guys, fantastic stream, man. Seriously, this was a lot of fun. Great conversation as always. With the in terms of me, same shit as always. Currently reviewing Crystal Theater of Idols right now. Going through that game. Interesting game so far. Definitely curious. And in terms of like co-op, we're still doing Lords of the Fallen. Me and Leon, we're talking about potentially doing other games in the interim as well. Because just Lords of the Fallen is such a long game. We're gonna probably do like 30 streams of that game. So we'll see how that goes. And yeah, Hypnocast every day. It doesn't change, 9 p.m. And that's basically it, guys. Hope everybody had a fantastic time and a ton of fun today. You guys are awesome. As always, thank you for all the donations and the conversation and everything in between. And of course, shout out to the Hypno Mods for doing what they do every single day. We're going to go raid Leon right now. So if you guys want to go see some horror, we're going to go over there. And we will see you guys. Hey, what? Swap? No, bro. This guy, bro. Go. I'm not gonna show you. Just go look up the game Swap Meet. He gifted me that game. It's a fucking acid trip.
I'm gonna
Anyway.
look up Adventures of Elliot instead.
Guys, thank you so much. You're amazing, and we will see you in the next one. Until then, you already know. Go be bigots. Go be gooners. Bye.
I am not gay. I have relationships with women and sex with men. And I got news for you. That means you gay.
Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
Her dog or her cat was named Vagina.
Put a ticket in, make her gay. Suck Indiana Jones, put a ticket in, make her gay. Fuck Indiana, put a ticket in, make her gay. It means put a chicken in a Tweety and make her fucking gay. Fucking pronouns! Fucking pronouns! Fucking gender ambiguity! Fucking current day California shit! That's all we fucking know! Cause we're boring! We're so fucking Get it right!
At the touch of the black man, I bring life. 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 That's right!
Why the hell are you still here? Go on. Get out of here. Go play some video games.